All right, gentlemen, we locked in.
We are locked in.
Locked in.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
How's your week been?
It's been a week.
It's been a week. Bro, my shit has been like, I mean, I'm not scheduled till Friday, so I haven't been doing shit, just kind of using my free time. Play some games, watch some YouTube videos and shit. Just that kind of along those lines, you know?
Nice. Not spending your month's worth of rent on one night.
That's actually kind of crazy.
My dumbass.
Hell no.
Shit. It be like that sometimes, you know?
Ugh.
Is that that's not actually the most you've ever spent on a date, huh?
No.
The sushi in LA, that's the biggest one?
Yeah, the most I've ever spent on one night on a date for like me and one other person was probably $3,000.
Yeah. That's crazy. So like the 700 is nothing to you?
Yeah, it was pimp
That ain't
change.
shit.
I ain't never even spent $3,000 at once besides for a car. That's crazy.
I don't think I've ever spent $3,000 in a month.
That boy Big Germ got it like that.
I spent that on my around that on my PC. Well, 1900.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess for like a one-time purchase when
Yeah.
you're thinking of something like big like that. But like for like something outside of like a car or like a big piece of like hardware, like I don't think I've ever even spent close to that.
Getting these, like the interface and the mics, all that together, plus the PS5, like I think that got around probably close to 1,000 or 900 total.
You do not want to know how much I spent on NFTs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
How much are they worth now?
Don't ask me.
Sorry.
Nah, they're the ones. Yeah, I the ones I spent a lot of money on were scams. You live and you learn. It was in the early days of the NFT world, and I was all on the hype. I was here for it. The technology behind the NFTs, like as far as the blockchain technology. I like the art. Like even though they're not as worth as much as I bought them for, I still dig it.
Does each cryptocurrency like use a different algorithm of the blockchain, or is it kind of like a base for like a base foundation, and they work it off of that?
That is a great question. So, to my knowledge, all cryptocurrency is under blockchain technology, but there are different contracts. Like Ethereum was under proof of work, but now it's proof of stake.
Okay.
So the way it interacts with the blockchain is different, to my knowledge.
And I know you're really into crypto. Like, was that something you just jumped into and like watched on your own free time, or did you kind of like? Is it something where while you're eating, you know, you're watching a YouTube video and like you just learned about some shit? Was it kind of like that, or you just did a deep dive and just kind of like, as far as everything you wanted to learn, you just did on your own free time, or is it kind of just like a?
I jumped into the whole crypto NFT world when right before COVID. So it was during the whole Dogecoin hype. Like prior to that, I was really into stocks, and I still am.
Did you invest in
into stocks.
Dogecoin?
I did. I profited quite a bit off Dogecoin.
No, my mom she bought some when it was like the hype was dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't buy that shit. We've been missed out on that.
So I got in not at the beginning, but like right when the hype started and it started climbing, I jumped in real quick.
You got out.
And then I got out some of it. I didn't get out all of it. So like, let's just say I put in 100 into Dogecoin, and then that shit popped off to I was like $5,000, and I skimmed down to like I took out $2,000 or $3,000,
And let the rest go.
and then let the rest go, and then it dropped.
Okay.
I still got a little Dogecoin, just in case it comes back for another round. It has its moments.
it ain't coming back. That's just dead.
Dead
That's
as fuck.
just dead.
Well, that's the thing with cryptocurrency and stocks or any investments. You buy low, sell high. Whatever that high is to you, you just got to sell. You can't be greedy.
Well, that's the biggest problem, is being greedy.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is not knowing when the high is actually the high and just trying to like keep chasing it even higher and higher and higher. Because eventually it's only going to reach one certain high, and then it's just going to be, it's never going to reach that high again. It's just going to plummet, or it's just going to stay stable at one high the entire time, and then you kind of missed out on like its highest high.
That's why, not necessarily, because if you look at Bitcoin's 10-year chart, it grows. Like if you look at a 10-year, if you look at it from a long-term perspective, it's the same as the S&P 500.
But I feel like that's different though, because Bitcoin is it's being so like commercialized, and I feel like it's one of those things where it's going to be like the next major currency rather than just like a fucking rando crypto.
Well, that's another thing too. They call them shit coins. Like there are, like anyone, like we could come up with a coin and start
Gamey
a contract.
Yeah.
We could have a gaming coin.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, it's just a fucking pump and dump type of coin. That's really all it is.
It's all.
Hey, we ain't gonna dump it though. We ain't gonna scam our fans. Hey guys, if we start a cryptocurrency, like just buy one. Like you don't have to buy no crazy shit, and then we'll climb that shit to the moon, bro.
Sounds like the beginning of a scam to me.
Have you guys seen that movie about GameStop?
Oh, Dumb Money.
Dumb Money.
No, I haven't seen the movie, but
I didn't see the movie, but I know of the story. But it's cool that they made it a movie.
Right. Yeah. I feel there's been a lot of things like on Netflix and movies that kind of like hate on cryptocurrency. So I feel like Hollywood's kind of pushing, like Hollywood just doesn't mean like mainstream media.
Yeah.
It's trying to negate and like bring up the negatives about cryptocurrency. And yes, like if you do go to the origin, it is black market, like a lot of shady dealings were going down as far as like money transfers and where that money came from, what that money was for.
Yeah.
And like it was just a new way to wash your money.
But I mean, that's the thing too. It's like cash. They were doing shit with cash. They were doing shit with the yen, or it doesn't matter. Anything currency wise, they're gonna fucking
criminals are gonna find a way.
Right.
But the way I think about it too is like if they're pushing like a negative narrative on crypto within like media, I feel like that's almost kind of like a good thing for the people who are actually like invested into crypto, because then that means it's just gonna tank a little bit, or it's gonna start tanking more because of the common audience is gonna be like, damn, that shit sucks. Like I'm not gonna buy into it, and then it's gonna keep tanking in price, and the people that are actually like super into crypto are gonna fucking jump on that buy low, and they're gonna get in when it's super low, and then eventually it's gonna catch back up to the main public, and it's gonna get another positive notion to it, and people are gonna want to jump on it again. And now look at you. Now you bought it low when all this negative audience was on it, and now it's being plummeted up because it's eventually going to happen. It's inevitable that crypto is going to become a major currency. So
I feel it's damn near there. There's places where Bitcoin is accepted. Well, that's the thing too. Like, there's only 3 that I invest into now. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. There's other ones that were like Tezos or Dogecoin or Shiba Coin, like those are like there's a bunch of cryptocurrencies out there, but I stick to those 3 because they're the contracts and the foundation behind them are the most solid and mainstream.
It's like a secure investment.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like it's like crypto's kind of treated the way streaming services were treated when cable was like big, And they were like, it was seen as like, oh shit, this can honestly take over in a way. And then lo and behold, fucking Blockbuster goes out of business, and then you had Redbox, and then Redbox kind of you were kind of laughing like, oh, they got Redbox is still kind of popping like that. I don't know if that was you or like a family member of mine.
It probably was a family member of yours. But I mean, I've definitely thought about that before too. I was like, damn, Redbox is like still around.
Yeah. So I mean, I could see it taking off.
I mean, even before that, look at prior to the 90s, everyone credit cards.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, fuck no, I'm not putting all my cash on a plastic card.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Oh, and like having like an actual debit or credit card rather than just having straight up cash.
People negated that fact. Like they did not trust all their money to be on one plastic card, or if they lose it. And technology advances now it's mainstream, and it's all an advancement of technology.
I think that a few people got mugged, and they're like, "Damn, carrying $1,200 in my wallet is not the move."
Fuck that, dude. I would, bro. I would be sad if I got mugged for $100. I'd be like, "Fuck, I should have put that shit in my bank."
I never have any big bills. I have like a few dollars, like $10 of ones and like 5s and 10s.
Yeah,
I don't literally anything else.
Don't carry cash on me.
That's a big reason why we have paper bills is because prior to paper bills, it was gold, and everyone was like, how am I going to lug all my gold, all my valuable, like stuff that brings me value?
Yeah.
It was just too heavy to move.
Yeah.
So that's when we went on the gold system, and we correlated the dollar to like gold.
Yeah.
But now we're not on the gold system no more. Yeah. But yeah, I feel the advancement of technology is also the advancement of security, and just fucking less shit I have to carry.
Yeah.
Like look at the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
That took a fax machine, email, computer, alarm clock. Have you guys ever seen that meme of like all the shit that was on your desk?
Yeah,
And then like slowly disappears
in a workplace.
into, like, iPhone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that is kind of crazy.
Just evolution and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What about you two? What you guys been up to as far as just your free time and shit?
Fucking trying to figure out my life.
Honestly.
Yeah. No, I mean, like honestly, I've been on the same boat, but I kind of was just on my phone scrolling too much because I really don't really watch TV or like movies anymore like that. But I'm always on the fucking phone. So like TikTok or YouTube, I'm scrolling while I'm eating or just while I'm kind of doing idle things. But I mean, I think it's cool to kind of sit back and just watch a show while you're eating, or you know. And I did that with anime, and there's not really any animes that are catching my eye right now. Like I've finished Attack on Titan. I'm waiting for like Demon Slayer episodes to come out. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
But I picked up Brooklyn Nine-Nine again. So I saw that clip where it's like the Jake Peralta, he's like the main character, and he's like he has the fucking inmates lined up, and he starts singing NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys song.
Yeah.
Tell me why, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch this fucking show, and I'm like, I think I'm on season 2, but I'm circling through it, and like I feel like I've already seen the season, but I just don't remember it because I watched it like during quarantine, but literally that show's fucking hilarious.
You know what show I want to see really bad, and everyone fucking hypes it up? Ted Lasso.
That show is fucking.
I know Dimitri's
amazing,
watched it for
dude.
sure.
It's honestly the best show I've ever watched.
I don't
honestly.
have it's on Apple TV.
I had like since I upgraded my phone, right? Because you know I had the trap phone with the cracks in it and shit. But I got a new phone and it came with 3 months of free this, free that, and I was like, fuck it, I'll watch Ted Lasso now. So I watched Ted Lasso and I was like, yo, like this show is fucking good, like because you'll see movies like She's All That, where like the girl pretends to be a boy so like she can prove to like all the boys that like she can play soccer.
The soccer Disney movie.
But like it's a good movie, like it's funny, it's a fun movie, but like the soccer scenes in that movie are so shit. It's like, yo, I
mean, of course they are.
I'm
it's
like,
a fucking Disney kid movie.
There's no way you let this shit slide, or like another show, like TV shows. But in Ted Lasso, like there you could tell like it's scripted the way they move, but like there are some scenes where like, oh shit, that's some shit you'd see at practice, you know, or that's some shit you'd see in the Premier League or something, or just the way the meaner when they move or when they're lining up for a free kick or a corner. Yeah, sometimes it kind of looks animated in the way they're acting, but like it does feel real. It feels like a real environment, and they really got like the locker room kind of vibe of that show too.
All the Disney Channel hype. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if it was a movie or show. It was called Shaolin Kick or.
Yeah, I feel like it sounds familiar.
It was like a chick playing soccer, but she was also like a
Shaolin warrior or something.
Like a Shaolin warrior.
I don't think she played soccer. It was with Brenda's song, right?
Are you talking about Wendy Wu?
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. That show was like,
That's exactly what
gas, bro.
Yeah, it was actually a good movie.
That was pretty good.
Did you guys watch Disney movies growing up? Like all the classic ones?
Fuck yeah.
Like what was like your top 5? Like everyone here.
Okay, 5 is probably a little too much. I cannot recall 5.
One.
If you could 3 or fucking
Dude,
I don't fucking or 1.
Even Stevens movie.
Okay.
Stevens movie.
When he goes on the island.
I don't think I watched that
beans?
one.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Oh,
I don't think I watched that one.
Shia LaBeouf.
I know the show Even Stevens,
Okay.
but I didn't watch the movie.
Oh,
you know,
that was a good one.
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch.
like I watched
that.
the Lizzie McGuire movie, and then obviously they had a show too. But as far as Even Stevens, I would only really watch it's in bits of the show.
Kim Possible movie.
Like the live action or the animated.
The live.
There was a live action one.
There was like
Oh,
it was like some.
Nah, it's gotta be the
It was
animated one. There's
some
no way.
reboot fucking shit.
But how recent was that?
like 2019 or something.
No, he definitely didn't watch that.
I'm talking like 2007.
I didn't even know they had a Kim Possible movie. I thought they just running with the show.
Bro, they made a movie out of like every single show. I'm pretty sure. Like eventually they did that.
What was like the plot of the movie? I don't remember it.
It was the main nemesis, and he like finally got his world domination. Or it was just a world. It was like a longer episode.
Yeah, okay.
Side note: in college, they used to call me Rufus.
You look like a Rufus.
I was a
I'm
dick
not
and
gonna
Mole Rat. Well, the only reason is because my fraternity. At one point,
dead ass could look like you.
or in the dorms.
Well, that's fucked up because
We
Rufus
would
is a
shower.
mole rat.
Yeah, but I can see it.
The main reason is because he's a naked mole rat. Because I don't have like body hair, and so like in the dorms, like when we all shower, they all realize like I don't got hair like anywhere. I'm a smooth motherfucker.
Yo, I honestly feel like if you like fully shaved your head, you could definitely like rock that. Like I could definitely see it.
When I shaved my head like when I was wrestling, I would shave my head and I would do straight like military cut. I would look like a straight G.I. Joe.
A little action figure. New recruit.
Dude, I look like a what do they call him? Jarhead?
Yeah.
Jarhead. Straight jarhead. Or
The jarhead's a Marine term, yeah.
yeah, they have another term for like the army right when they shave them, like when they're in the boot camp still.
FMG.
It'll come to me.
The fucking new guy.
But yeah, Rufus, and I owned up to it. Like I never like if they're gonna try and knock me out. Like fuck yeah, I'm Rufus, motherfucker. I love some
Like
nacho
you're not
cheese.
gonna be like, oh no, don't call me that.
Yeah, no, I fuck it.
He just plays into it.
I embraced it. And Rufus was a badass motherfucker.
He was, bro.
He was sick. On
getting
Kim
him out of
Possible.
trouble all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
he had
the moves.
Yeah, he had Kim Possible on his fucking finger, bro. That fool was.
He was crawling up and down her.
I know, bro. That's you. That's
Bro,
Big
wishes
Jim
he
right
was
there.
Rufus.
Who was I don't was it Ron?
Ron.
Yeah, Ron.
That boy got that. Hey,
Ron
hey,
fucking Weasley.
Hey, Ron, he got that long game wrist.
Yeah, he does.
No one thought he had a shot, and he pulled up clutch.
I think in the movie, like they go to prom together or something. Like Ron pulls Kim in the movie, if I'm not mistaken.
So does that mean that the movie is just like the last 4 episodes then? Because those
I don't. You remember the last 4 episodes?
yeah, they went to prom and shit for like that, and then they had like their final battle or whatever.
You have too good of a memory.
Bro's
'Cause I
got
don't.
that giga memory.
Dude, for real.
Well, I mean, if you watched it enough, like
No, I did not.
you see reruns of it and shit. So
The only reason why I probably would have ever watched it was for Shigo. That was it.
oh my
She's
gosh,
bad.
bad little bit. She
Shigo-
look like she go, she do.
Yeah, that's bro. Shigo is like, that's like top.
That boy Jack Harlow said, she fine as hell, bad as hell. I wanted to fuck.
Oh
He said, I want to fuck that. I was like, yo. I was like, yeah, me too. Type shit.
Animated character is crazy.
But so what is that? The Kim Possible movie that's on your top 5 list?
No, this
Okay.
is just one of my most prevalent memories of Disney Channel movies. Was just because my nickname in college was Rufus.
But the Even Stevens one is on your top 5.
Even Stevens probably
Okay.
top 5.
What else is on there?
Well, I said one of mine. Let's go down.
So-
Let's go down the line, and then I'll come back when
Kyle,
as
go
I
ahead,
think
'cause
about
Y'all
it.
didn't want to just do a spam top 5 because I can name a bunch.
I can't name my.
Recall some of them, and
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Let
because-
Let It Shine.
Fuck no.
That's-
Absolutely not.
Well, you're fucking tripping. You were smoking on that contact high.
No.
You got a contact high from Justin and
Absolutely
shit because
not.
that shit
Camp
was
Rock?
fucking gas.
No.
Wait, Let Us Shine.
Let
What is
It Shine.
Let It
is-
Shine is like a singing movie, but like it reminds me of like Camp Rock.
But he
like,
got that fucking bars, bro. That's like Buppy. It's like Buppy. He's bussing, bro. He's literally a busboy. He's a busboy trying to rap. That's literally your brother, and you're just fucking cooking him. That's his dream, bro.
Shit.
And guess what? He won the Grand Slam, bro.
No. If we're
And he got the girl.
going cooking, what's that cooking one where he's like a baseball player, but he wanted to be a chef?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't
know
remember
that
the
one.
name of it.
I don't know that one.
That was a good one
don't know
though.
that
It
one.
was like something 3,000, not 3,000.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it though, but I know exactly what movie
Was that
is.
like during like Minutemen era when like they went back in time? That like early 2000s because.
I mean, I think it was one of the older Disney movies.
Let It Shine was in like the 2010s era.
Yeah, that was like the newer Disney
all
movies.
my stuff is 2005.
That's what. See, I think that's what I'm thinking of too. Is like kind of.
So
like
you
the
got your
older
top 5 ready,
2000s.
or you want to just cook my top 5?
No.
Okay. That's on my top 5.
All I said was let it shine. Absolutely
he said
not.
fuck no, but that's my top 5. You gotta let me spaz.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I was just inputting my opinion.
Let it shine. That's I don't know where this is unranked. I don't know.
Why is it 1? Why is it number 1?
So,
Because it's Riz.
dude, it's a good movie. It's like objectively, if you just watch it, it's like an 8 Mile type movie where it's like no like
Mile.
like
Oh my
where
God.
where like
8 Mile.
no
That is
when like when you're
insane.
singing and when there's the singing shit, it makes sense in the context of the movie. You know, like he's fucking the opening scene, right? He's fucking working and everyone's dancing up on the club, right? Or like they're like under 18 club or whatever. They're in high school still. So like he's just working. He's busting tables and shit, and he's like. And he's just like rapping, like he's just freestyling, like, oh, that should be me up there type shit, right? So like that's like in the context of that movie, it makes sense. Or
I
like,
can't believe you just compared Let It Shine with 8 Mile.
Dude.
That's kind of disgraceful.
it's not. It really isn't, dude. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about your movie taste
dude,
anymore.
that rap scene at the end is literally like it's like rabbit just going rabbit fucking oh. Everybody from the 313, that's the same shit. Like, you know, it was
No,
he was
it's not.
cooking. That boy said, "I might be a busboy, but you just got served." He said,
Oh,
that's that Disney shit, bro.
All right. Number two.
Okay, Starstruck, that shit's up there for me.
Okay, hold on. What is Starstruck?
I've never seen
So,
any of these Disney movies.
He's like a pop star, right?
What is up with you in these singing movies? Like, did you want to be like an artist?
Majority
whenever
of
you
these
were young?
fucking Disney movies had singing, bro.
Granted,
I know, but why are they all like want to be like singer artists? Like, why? What is like? I feel like there's like a recurring theme.
It's just a
going
good
on here.
movie, bro. You just gotta.
But I swear to God, if you say Camp Rock, I'm leaving. I am literally leaving this podcast if you say Camp Rock. I will flip out.
Anyways, do you have your top 5 ready, or you
No,
just gonna keep
dude,
shitting on my
I just
list?
keep going.
Number 3.
I could tell this guy didn't watch Disney like that. And I know it too.
No, I skipped that era of
he's like I'm a Cartoon Network guy, which I don't blame him. Cartoon Network has some bangers, but Disney has some bangers too, and he's tripping. He's on some fucking gas right now. No, but Starstruck is a good movie. It's like he's a fucking a rock star, and like, don't fucking be in the limelight. Just fucking lay low. And why the fuck are you going out so much? And then he bumps into the girl that is like his number one hater, right? And then obviously they go through their route, and it's a fun movie, right? What else? What's some other ones?
See, top 5 is hard.
Yeah, it is hard. So what? Minutemen, that was a good movie. I don't know if that's top 5 for me.
Yeah, 5 is a lot.
Is Minutemen the one where they wear the watches? Or is that Clock Stoppers?
There's like a portal, and they go through it, and they jump through it.
Oh, that one was stupid.
Yeah.
We're just shitting on this entire.
It's not on my list, though. What else?
I think he's named
What
one
else was
movie
good?
that we've watched.
I haven't
But that's the
even
thing. You don't
remembered
like
one.
any of the Disney movies, huh?
No, there's
In that case.
actually one that was really good. It was the superhero school one.
That's
It's
not
like
Disney.
Sky High.
Sky
That's
High
not-
was not Disney.
That's not Disney?
It's not Disney. It's like an independent on its own.
Yeah.
No,
thing.
there's no way. It played on Disney.
Doesn't mean it's Disney. I'm pretty sure Sky High is not Disney.
Are you okay? So you're going strictly based off of like a Disney produced movie, not movies that played on Disney, because there's a bunch of movies that played on Disney that aren't like actually produced
Sky
by
High is
Disney.
up there. If
I don't know if
it's
the
Disney
Even
owned.
Steven movies was produced by Disney.
Like that's not what I'm
pretty
thinking
sure
of.
Disney's is Even Stevens is Disney. Pretty sure, but it's just old Disney.
Maybe.
Like when you say Disney movies, like Disney Channel movies, I'm thinking the ones that would just play on the Disney Channel. I'm not thinking of like Disney produced movies. Like I'm not going back to the cartoons of like fucking Snow White and shit like that. Like,
Right.
I'm talking
Actually,
specifically.
I think Sky High is Disney.
That's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure it's a Disney movie. Disney Channel movie.
Sky High's up there though. If it
Yeah.
is.
Sky High was
Yeah.
super good.
Sky
I fuck
High.
with Sky High for
I'm
sure.
mad they didn't make a sequel.
They are. I think they're making a new one. I think.
Shut the fuck.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it a reboot or a sequel?
It's like all the old guys are in there.
Yeah, but like,
on it.
I feel like it's so far past that era now
Yeah.
that like there's just like there's no point. I feel like there's just been so much more done in cinema now
Okay.
that.
But
it's
yeah,
like-
Sky High's in there.
yeah.
Yeah, like after Endgame, like all superhero movies.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you gonna do after the Avengers now? Like you
That's
gonna have a
what
bunch of kids from high school
That's
being
what I was
superheroes?
saying
Like no.
about DC is they should have just waited till fucking Endgame drop, and now Marvel
and
has,
then go off of that.
and Marvel has nothing, so you could start fresh. Like, oh, now I
Yeah.
can see Batman, Superman, all that shit, because you're not competing with Iron Man, Thor, or fucking Captain America no more. You're competing with fucking Miss Marvel and fucking just like bum characters that don't matter no more, like Kate Bishop and shit. Like yeah, they're cool and all, but it's like you're not competing with the A team no more. You're competing with the B team, and you have your A team squad. So I think that's what DC should have did. They should have just waited, but they fucking just let's get on the Avengers train. I'm like, no, dude. Like, what are you doing? Slow down, type shit.
Did you see that trailer for Madam Web?
Yeah,
trash.
No. What is that supposed to be like? The girl Spider-Man or something?
I mean, there are a few parts I really liked about it.
I feel like it's just
the
another
Sweeney clips.
Sydney Sweeney.
Multiverse type deal.
I'm
pretty sure Madam Web is part of the multiverse.
It probably is. I don't know anything about the newer Marvel things. Like I don't even keep up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if we're talking about just Disney produced shit, then the list would look totally different. But we're looking at shit like when it says like Disney original movie, you got like movies like movies like High School Musical or fucking.
Ugh.
Hey, that's a banger, bro.
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
You tripping?
No.
This guy's cooked.
Okay, listen. High school.
It explains your fucking
High school-
depression because you didn't see any happy shit.
High School Musical was good for one reason.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens.
That's it. Other than that,
I thought
no.
you said actually. I was like, no, Vanessa Hudgens was bad.
Vanessa Hudgens was.
But that movie, the whole thing about it, yeah, it's cringe and shit, whatever. But it's about fucking not giving a shit about what other people think. It's like you want to be in home ec and you're on the basketball team. No one's gonna fucking get mad if you're if you bake and shit.
That's that baseball movie. I'm looking up that baseball movie.
Or if like you want to do fucking musical theater, like yeah, that's some cringe shit. But if you want to do it to give prime Vanessa Hudgens, maybe you gotta do it type shit, right?
Maybe you gotta take that sacrifice.
Because I don't know.
Fuck your ego.
I don't know if you would have got her if you just like stayed on the basketball team and like didn't hang out with her.
Eddie's $1 million cook-off.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
That was a
because
banger.
he was supposed to be like weren't they like in the championship game at the very end of the movie, and he fucking left to go like in like a chef competition, and then he ended up winning it.
Yeah,
yeah, I remember.
Cloud 9, I like that movie. It was like a surfboarding movie.
Dude, the only surfboarding movie is Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas?
What is that?
You never watched
one.
Surf Ninjas?
No,
I don't think it's Disney Channel.
That's not even a fucking snowboarding movie.
What?
Surf Ninja, that sounds like a surfing movie.
He said
right?
surfing.
Yeah, didn't you say surfing?
No, snowboarding.
I thought you just
Wait.
said surfing.
No, you said
Cloud
surfing.
9 is snowboarding.
You said
said
surfing.
surfing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
was
said
it
surfing?
Did I say surfing?
You did say surfing.
Because if I'm talking about surfing, fucking Surf's Up, that's my go-to.
Yeah.
But that's not a Disney original movie.
No. Have you guys seen that snowboarding movie with the
The
chimpanzee?
monkey, dude. Yes.
That's
That was
my
shit.
favorite movie ever.
That was my shit. MXP, bro. MPX, bro. And then they had other ones where he was like a skateboarding one. There was like a roller skating one too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that because I've never met anyone else who's like that movie.
That one was fire.
The best
Fuck
movie.
yes.
ever.
Oh, okay. All right. Fuck my Even Stevens movie, the Goofy movie.
Oh,
no,
Ethan,
if we're talking-
Fire.
If
Ethan
we're talking
loves that movie
animated
too.
shit, dude, Disney has some
Yeah.
bangers for animated shit. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, fucking Powerline.
or Cars
yeah.
or fucking like Toy Story. All those are
Oh,
fucking certified
Cars is
hits.
fire.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like animated is undefeated when
Yeah.
it comes to Disney.
I feel like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network didn't really have anything as far as movies go. I feel like all of it was like cartoons. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cartoon Network.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
I think
you could
it's-
still have like an animated movie type
Yeah.
shit, right?
Well, wasn't Adult Swim was part of Cartoon Network at night, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that the same thing?
Yeah.
It-
I feel like Toonami was more Cartoon Network. Adult Swim, I feel like, was its own thing.
Is
But I mean-
Adult Swim and Toonami not the same thing? Like I
No.
thought they were like related in a sense.
Maybe they're owned by like sister companies. Because I know they did air Adult Swim on Nickelodeon later, or not on
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network later.
Yeah,
night.
that's what I thought too. But
Once like 12 o'clock hit.
yeah,
Wow.
and that's when all like the fucking they would play anime. And then what was that one show where it was like
Hillbillies.
the burger, the French fries, and like the milkshake or like the
Uh,
drink? What was the name of?
Oh, yeah.
Squad Force or
Something Force. It was something Force for sure. Aqua
Hunger
Force.
Aqua Force.
Aqua.
Hunger Force.
Aqua
talking
Teen.
about
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's what it's
Aqua
called.
Teen Hunger.
Yeah, yeah.
Octonauts.
Did you ever
Yeah.
watch
We're talking about
Squidbillies?
No. What is that?
They were like hillbillies, but like
squid.
squids.
Nah.
What the fuck?
I think I've seen like a couple episodes of that shit.
So raunchy. It was just like
I honestly didn't like a lot of like those kind of stupid kind of out there shows, you know?
Like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Bro, that was my
No,
favorite
Courage-
show.
Courage was good.
I
Courage
like
was good.
Courage.
That was my
It was
favorite
like
Cartoon Network show.
it was
Gave me nightmares.
that was
Yeah.
like a good mix of it, you know? I think that the other shows were just like, bro, this is like just endless stupidity.
Yeah, some of them were stupid, but I think the top tier one is Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken is fucking hilarious.
I never really watched Robot Chicken.
You
Robot
never
Chicken.
watched
I
Robot
mean,
Chicken?
I watched it. I never watched it like that.
Oh my god.
I watched Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, it was a banger.
Bill and Mandy.
They
Billy
had,
and Mandy.
I didn't
Foster's
really watch
Home had
Bill
a
and Mandy that
movie.
much.
They did have a movie. Yeah, I was gonna mention
Okay.
that one. That was like probably one of the only Cartoon Network shows
Cat
that I
Dog.
remember.
Cat Dog movie.
I
I
didn't
never
watch
liked
Cat
Cat
Dog.
Dog.
No, you never watched Cat Dog?
Nah, I didn't really
Oh,
watch
I was
that.
watching
bro,
it
when I was
that was
hella
Ed, Ed
young.
and Eddie.
I liked
Oh,
Ed,
yeah.
and Eddie, but again, that was like that just
Bro.
that made me feel stupid when I
Ed,
watched
Ed,
it.
Eddie.
Like really stupid. Like it was just like, bro, like what am I watching? I'm cooked right now. Like a regular show, An Amazing World of Gumball, those were good too. And I feel like there was an era of where like everyone moved on from Cartoon Network, but like those two shows were fucking bangers.
I like regular show. Gumball was just too childish for me at the time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was watching it.
That was a problem
But
with.
that's the thing; they had a lot of like really fun anime references. So like when they're like they'd go Super Saiyan and they'd do like the fucking
That's
Naruto
the thing.
shit.
They were like copycats.
But it was in fun light, and they did have cool episodes where it was like the animation, like they'd go crazy with it sometimes. Because regular show would do that too, where it's like it'd be like, oh, what are we gonna do today? And like it's like they fuck up the field, you know, or then they got to go fix it, and then they'll go on an adventure to do that. Or
What
or
is
they
that
go.
what is that a reference to?
I'm just saying like
They're just fucking shit up. That's
I'm just
it.
saying it's childish in a way as well. Like every fucking childhood show is childish if you think about it. You know, it's
Yeah.
just
To an extent, yeah.
How much can you give or take, right? Because I liked, I loved Teen Titans, but and I hated
Which-
Teen Titans Go.
Okay, yeah.
But-
Teen Titans Go.
But when you rewatch Teen Titans Go, they had some funny shit where like, oh y'all are too serious, or oh like
they played on their own play.
Did you watch the movie? Like they had to like refix everything because they changed it. So they brought Bruce Wayne back in time, and then they basically gave the gun to the mugger, and then they killed his parents to fix that, and then they did a bunch of other shit. It was like it's kind of dark humor, especially for a kids show, and like, but it was like silly, you know. Which I mean, I was very judgmental of that show too, but like, because I really like the OG shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, if things are done in fun light and it's you don't take it seriously, then don't take it seriously. You know.
Do you think maybe we stopped watching those shows, Germ, because like back then, if we watched those things, like those type of shows, we feel like we would have been like made fun of for watching them because they were like childish. Like
I don't feel being made fun of had any. I was made fun of for watching that show.
really,
Yeah.
I feel like that era was like the era where it was like a transitional period. Like how you were talking about like the Gumball show and then like regular show. Like I feel like it was one of those periods where if like you watched those shows, like you were just kind of considered like a weird kid.
You know, I got made fun of for being shitty at COD. That's the only time I remember. Like,
Probably by
damn
me.
right, damn right.
I tried to do something with like
As
friend
you
group,
should.
Like, it was when like Call of Duty 3 just came out, or maybe 2, and like online just was like a thing.
Yeah.
It was still free for PlayStation.
So you're probably talking about like MW, like COD 4, then, huh?
Modern Warfare 3, yeah,
PS3 era. Like
yeah, PS3
Modern
era.
Warfare 3. Okay,
Yeah.
that's like further down. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember.
Damn, you were shit at Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah,
You're
that's
really bad then.
depressing.
I just started getting shit till like Advanced Warfare.
So I just remember the next day at school, after they were like, dude, your kill to death ratio, you fucking suck.
Katie was negative.
It was like 1 and 11,
Oh god. Wait. You had 1 kill and 11 deaths?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're fucking garbage.
You're cooked, bro. No, literally, that's why that's why Thomas like playing with us more, because when we would play with the runners, they'd be like hella try hard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Thomas, why aren't you fucking doing this shit? But like, he'll play with us, he'll get a solid 6 kills, we'll win.
Yeah.
And we'll have like 12 or some shit, but it's like, we're not gonna judge you with your 6 kills. Because you are a fucking dad with kids and shit. You know?
Exactly.
Like if you're in your prime, in your
if
20s,
he was like our age and he was doing that bad, then I would.
You're unemployed. You are not going negative. Like
Yeah.
you better fucking cook, right?
If he was like our age and in our position, I probably would start roasting.
Granted, the people I've was playing with, they were like Prestige 2.
Yeah.
So they were grinders.
They were grinders. And I just hopped on because I was like, I want to play video games and be sociable. And it's like the new wave and the new hype.
And you stopped playing with them?
And I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going back to the campaign.
The campaign.
The campaign.
Solid fire-ass campaigns, though. No facts,
Rookie
right.
mode.
Recruit.
He's still losing.
God damn, Makarov still killing him.
Restart mission 6 times later. Finally get past the first checkpoint.
So is that more of a question for yourself then, as far as like the whole judgment shit?
Probably.
Because for me, it was really easy to still watch a lot of Disney shit or Nickelodeon shit because my sister was still around. So like, or I had a baby cousin. He was 3, so I'd watch like Backyardigans with him and shit. Or I'd watch like Little Einsteins with him.
Yeah.
And or Dora or Go Diego. Like I wouldn't. I'd sit there and just be on my phone and watch with him. I wouldn't think nothing of it, type shit. You know.
I fuck with Dora and Blue's Clues.
Right. Yeah. Blue's Clues was fire.
Blue's Clues was fire.
That boy is an artist. The way he drew that shit. He just draws a house like it's nothing with a crayon.
With a crayon.
I bet you $100 you can't draw a house that's gonna same with a crayon or a perfect circle.
What's his name again?
Not Tom.
I thought it was Tom.
Is it Tom?
Maybe. Starts with a T. I'm pretty sure.
Shit.
I don't know. His name.
I don't know. Anyways.
I just know Blue's
I'm
name.
looking it up.
But
Wasn't one of them like a child predator or something?
Yeah, the original guy that was cast for the main character.
and then they switched him for a guy
Yeah.
that wasn't a predator,
I hope so.
or he just hasn't got caught yet.
Not enough clues.
The show didn't go on for long enough. There you go, Steve.
Okay.
Steve. God.
Fucking.
And then they changed the color to the new guy had like a new colored shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
It was
I
like his brother or some shit.
he had a heartfelt goodbye. Or I remember
Oh,
like
shit.
the new guy came back and he's like, Steve sends his regards. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I was like,
See
read
that
that
child predator. Sends his regards.
No, do y'all want to
be
go
able
in
to
that
speak.
direction with the child predator shit? How crazy?
What direction?
How
Yeah,
crazy
what direction
it
are you
is?
I don't
talking
want to go
about?
that direction.
Me neither.
with how crazy it is in Hollywood and
You
shit.
got some skeletons in the closet, Dimitri?
Well,
Whoa.
I think are you guys more scared of them fucking killing you over fucking exposing them? Is that what you're saying, or like?
No, I don't
No,
know.
What?
I'm
Whoa.
talking about how prominent it is in Hollywood. You had like
Hollywood is just
with like the
fucked in
producers
many
with
ways.
Nickelodeon with Dan Schneider and shit, or not Dan Schneider? Is it
It all
John
comes,
Dan Schneider? Right.
it all
I
comes
don't
down
know.
to power and control.
Right. And all those all those young stars just go crazy with drugs and alcohol like that. You know.
Well, it was so accessible
Yeah.
on set.
Right. And
Like
it's, and
you,
it's
had,
like
you had the grips because, and the grips are like backstage, people setting up lights and shit.
Yeah.
It was just accessible.
yeah.
Like they were just older dudes partying, living life, and then these young people are just have money.
I wouldn't just say they're living life. Like if you like filming with some 13-year-old kid and he's like, yo, can I get some? I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, get the fuck out of my face, little guy.
Yeah, but that's just your perception of it. You don't know how other people are going to be when it comes to that.
Right.
You don't know
Yeah.
how they think.
Yeah,
Which is why I call LA
like
a
just
godless
like,
place.
Some
Which it
motherfuckers
is.
be like, you didn't get it from me.
Yeah. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Some
Yeah.
motherfuckers would try to do other shit to them, not just
And
give them
you'll
drugs,
be
give them something
surprised
else.
what
Yeah.
money can
Which
do.
I say is you shouldn't do that type shit. Which my my dad didn't want my sister to go in that industry because she was like she would do like fashion shows and like dance when she was younger. My dad's like, fuck no, I don't want her doing this shit. My mom kind of wanted her to, and he was just like very kind of he just really didn't want her to do it. So like she kind of rolled with soccer type shit and went in that direction. But she was doing like taking acting classes and like dancing and shit. But
Did she enjoy it?
yes and no. She didn't enjoy it enough to like fight for it. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're having fun while you're doing it. Like, oh, I don't want you doing this. All right, fine. You know, I'll do something else.
The child actor Germ, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
How's your experience?
Tell us your
Well,
experience.
that's the thing. I feel my mom sort of, I don't want to say she forced it upon me. It's just she's very adamant about, because she knew I loved movies. And just, for example, both my sisters were in pageants. So my mom was, you ever see what's that pageant show?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's my
Oh,
mom.
I don't know the show name, but I know of it. Yeah.
Oh, God. She was like that passionate about it, too.
Get your
Let's just
stance right.
Let's just say
Posture.
she probably never had the chance that she wanted to do
Yeah.
it. So she wanted
To live through like her kids.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like that man that's tied down, like he got a girl, but he like living vicariously through his like single friends. Oh God. Damn, like tell me, like what was that? What was that story? You made her go what? You made her go?
Oh wait, whoa. What is going on in your brain?
I don't like where this is
But
going.
it's just living vicariously through people where like the uncles like, how you doing? Like, oh, you're playing basketball? Like, oh, that used to be me back in my day.
You got quite a few examples.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have an active imagination and I have a lot of events too. But
He's a lot of alter egos, a lot of different personas he taps into.
right. But you didn't go through no shady shit as a kid. Like you had a very smooth experience.
I went through a lot of acting classes and auditions, and the few gigs that I did land were a couple commercials, and they were just one-off projects. I was never on a project other than that short film. That was it was like long-term for like multiple, because some of these child actors, they're on these projects for multiple years.
Yeah.
So it's just different.
So it's easy like to just get caught up in that shit because you're exposed to like all
you're
the Hollywood
just
shit
there on a daily basis, and then.
So are you glad you didn't go through that?
I live in L.A. I lived in Barcelona. I traveled, and
Right.
I was always with my mom. So I was like, she was attached to my hip. I was attached to her hip.
Yeah.
So it was like, go do the gig, go do the audition, and then back home.
Are you glad you kind of did that route versus kind of being in that mix in that environment? Because I feel like it could.
I can't say either
be
which way
detrimental.
because
I don't know.
I didn't experience it. So
Right.
I guess it's diving into the unknown. And diving into the unknown, there's just so many possibilities.
Right.
I'm happy with the way my life went.
Mm-hmm.
I feel because I see so many child actors' lives get gone down the wrong path. Like, who's...
Like the kid from Home Alone.
I was going to say
Macaulay Culkin?
from That's So Raven. Or
Orlando Brown?
Yeah.
Or
there's-
fucking Lindsay
there's
Lohan or Miley Cyrus.
There's there's so many examples where some of them overcome but there is a time in their life where they're just fucking going through it.
Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone personally that's like gone through that?
Specifically in Hollywood?
Yes or no?
I mean,
or in that industry?
Just in the industry, like as far as like being like a child actor, like do you know anyone personally who's ever gone through something like that or no?
Or adult actor too, type shit. I don't know.
No one personally. No.
Okay.
No.
Mm-mm. It was kind of cutthroat in the auditions. Maybe it was just my mom. It was everyone's challenging for the same spot, so I feel like I try to make friends in like acting classes, but also like there's always this challenge aspect behind it. Like, oh, I'm going to beat you to get the gig.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of like tryouts in a way, where it's like you're on a team and you're supposed to be a team, but everyone's fighting first.
No, we weren't on a team. No
Yeah,
one,
it wasn't. It's not a team
It
thing.
was it was a battle royale. It was
No,
free
yeah,
for all.
right,
It was
right,
like boom,
Yeah.
headshot. I'm fucking.
We're jumping out the bus.
And then parents would do like.
But you're not in competition with
bring
like
gift bags to the producer. Like parents would try to swoon.
Try to win them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think what I mean by that is like you're not in competition with like Steve if you're fucking auditioning for Jerry. So like if you get on that team, then you're kind of
not necessarily
right,
because sometimes the producer's like, oh, you fit this part. Like
right.
you would go in for one part and you might get another part.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So.
But once you're in, like, aren't you?
It was
Isn't that
battle
cast
royale.
kind of like they still have to fucking work together to
once you're
create a product,
once you're
right?
in.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I mean, on a team, it's the same shit. You
But
have to
even-
make the team
even
before
then,
you're on a team.
There
right?
was like so many different dynamics with the cast. It would be different demographics.
Yeah.
Like age wise or where it's just like you just go to set, you go to work, and then you go home.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think people always technically even want to work as a team though? Like, yeah, like on paper you guys are a team, but at the end of the day, like I feel like there are definitely some people out there who are like want their role to be like the star role. You know what I mean?
Look at Drake and Josh.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
But
they
that's
were
that's 'cause-
buddy brothers, but now they're hate each other.
I heard that was
restraining
because
order or
Josh
whatnot.
went. That's because Josh Peck was on a different route than Drake, because Drake was doing some crazy shit. Right.
Hence the fact that like even they're on the same team, like they have different motives and different
Right.
intentions for different things.
Yeah. I feel like just because you're technically a team on paper doesn't mean that it's just going to work out that way, and that you have to that people always go in with that mindset. I feel like there's definitely some selfish intent behind some people's actions.
No, I mean, and it's the same way for sports too. If you look at an unsuccessful team, their chemistry is not good versus a very productive team. Most of the time, their chemistry is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think too, you can honestly have your chemistry cannot be there, but you all just say fuck it. We're all gonna just work as a team and do it. That product is good too sometimes. You know.
I differ.
Digress.
I didn't want to say I digress because that wasn't the term for that. What I was thinking. I have a different mind state than when you saying that if they're not in chemistry that they can still work. I feel like if it works, there needs to be some cohesive chemistry.
Yeah, but
for a good team.
I'm still talking about sports though, because did you play any? Like, I know you played a little bit of soccer, but did you play any like team sports, where you're kind of?
Yeah, I did damn near every sport you could think of. Like, you name it, I've done it. Like, in a high school setting.
Right. It's like basketball and shit. You're on the team.
That's the one sport I did. That's the one
the
sport
first one that comes to mind,
bro. That's the one sport I didn't do competitively for school.
No, because
I mean, street ball.
Right.
See me on the street.
I use the example, right? Fucking prime Barcelona. This is for soccer, right? All those guys are like buddy, best friends. They fucking can just pass the ball around in the circle like it's the schoolyard. And they're doing this to professional teams, right? Versus like prime Real Madrid. This team three-peated a UCL. And the UCL, that's like the Super Bowl of like Europe for soccer, right? And well, actually, the Super Bowl is like the UCL of America, in better terms. But that Real Madrid team, they were some of them were good friends, like a few of them, but they weren't consistently like going out having dinner and shit or partying together, right? They would kind of just show up, do the work, and then be out.
Yeah. How do you know they weren't going to dinner?
Because the players will say it in interviews.
Oh, okay.
They'll be like, "Oh, I actually I hung out with like Ronaldo would be like, I hung out with Marcelo, but like I wasn't going to dinner with Bale that much or etc. Right? But Suarez, Messi, Neymar, they were all going out partying together. They were all having dinner together. They're all best friends. Messi's playing in America now. Hey, Suarez, you want to come play with me? Boom, he's here. Type shit. So, like, that's how close they were versus this. And those teams are equally as successful as each other in terms of, you know.
Gotcha.
Right. And honestly, you can honestly say Real Madrid was more successful than that Messi, Neymar, Suarez combination, even though they were really close chemistry-wise, right? But I think these people
I guess, what do you mean by chemistry as far as, like, being friends and, like,
just
hanging out outside of work?
There's that, and then obviously there's work chemistry too. Is how cohesive and effective you guys work together, right? So they had that for sure. But as far as like a friendliness, like friendship, kind of outside of that, some of them had it, some of them didn't. So I mean, I think necessarily just because you don't click well personally, you could still click well professionally, right?
That makes sense.
Right.
I think where my confusion was, what your definition of chemistry?
Yeah, because I mean, there's obviously multiple definitions of it, and context matters too.
Science.
Yeah, but because Heath Ledger killed it as Joker, but I heard
no pun intended.
Oh, God.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
You said it.
Okay, but no, he did really well.
That
as
was
Joker.
a dark joke.
He did really well as Joker.
You all laughed though. Who's the dark one?
I think that's more of a coping laugh.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit.
I don't know what to do. Laugh.
It was like a hee hee hee. It was like a hoo hoo.
Oh shit.
It was like a ha ha ha, like a Joker laugh.
That crazy laugh.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Anyways, Heath Ledger killed it.
But he did good as Joker, right? But I heard he was like, he would be kind of cool with some cast members, and he'd kind of do his own thing sometimes, right? That's what I heard. I don't know.
Well, do you feel like playing that type of role, that's kind of like what you take on? Because I feel like a lot of people that take on like a villain role have to like literally embody themselves in that role.
Some method acting shit.
Yeah, like you have to be like a villain in real life to like really get into that fucking role.
I'm a villain, not a monster. You seen that meme?
Mm-mm.
No, it's fucking crazy. That shit is tough.
I'm trying to recall someone who mentioned that in an interview where they would completely get in a role where they didn't even speak to someone.
Wasn't it Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin probably, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Joaquin Phoenix.
Possibly.
Because that Joker was
I think it was about the
dark
Joker,
take.
yeah.
That was a dark take on Joker, too. Like, that's, like, mental illness type shit.
I think the guy, what's like the really famous movie that everyone kind of uses as like a stoicism type of thing, or like the
the
killer guy,
American Psycho.
Yes, that guy. What's his name again?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Didn't he do the same thing with that role as well too?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure he like literally was like embodying like a psychopath. Like I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
what he tried to do as far as like getting into that role.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive I heard him say something about that, or someone said something about it.
I'm trying to remember what interview, but I'm pretty sure it was like his most iconic roles. He's like, yeah, Batman was cool because it was like this world that Christopher Nolan built, but American Psycho was a very funny one. He called it funny. He's
Yeah.
Because this guy is such a fucking, he's so over the top about everything, but that kind of character was kind of fun to play and embody, and I had to really dive into it. I think that's what you're.
I think it was probably something like that, but
on that note of psycho killers, have you ever seen that movie? I think it's called Split.
yeah. Are you talking about the guy with like 26 different personalities?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in the Mr. Glass universe.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
I've
watch
seen that movie.
When I realized, because I saw Mr. Glass, that was Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. When I realized they were all together, or like the stories
It's
meshed.
like a universe. Yeah.
Oh, that shit! I was like, that shit's fire.
You know what's crazy? I've literally never even saw the Mr. Glass one where it's all of them together. Because I've seen Split, and then what was the one with Bruce Willis? Which one did he play? Because I know he played a character
I only
too.
really watched like the first 15
I
minutes
thought
of
that was
Split.
in Mr. Glass.
No, but they had an original movie with him as like the main person. But it was older. It was
Is
an
that
older
like a
movie.
sequel to the movie or no?
Split was like a continuation of the universe.
Yes.
But there was the one with Bruce Willis, I think that was like beforehand,
Yeah, I don't
where it
know.
started the universe.
I thought that was Mr. Glass. That was the first.
I just know those girls that got kidnapped are so fucking stupid. Like, who walks into your car and doesn't lock your door?
Yeah, I know.
And you're a woman. Like as a guy, maybe I can get away with it. But as a woman, you cannot. You gotta lock that shit as soon as you get in there. You don't get that freebie.
I mean, they all kind of just like sat there too, like literally for like 5 minutes and like didn't move. And like the girl in the passenger seat, the main character was just like staring at him
It's
like
like
the
a-
whole time, like just.
right, and he like is going crazy, like ah.
No, he's literally just like in the car acting like normal, and then like looks at her,
Mm-hmm.
and then like chloroforms her. But it was like a good like 2 or 3 minutes. Like she literally just sat there and just stared at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
It's just-
Unbreakable.
Yes,
Like,
that's what it
he
is.
Can't. He doesn't break no.
Yeah.
He doesn't break a bone or something.
How old
Yeah.
is that movie?
2000.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And
Of.
Mr. Glass
Damn, so Split-
Mr. Glass is in it.
Yeah.
Split is like
So-
going that far ahead of continuing is kind of crazy.
It goes
From
Unbreakable,
2000.
Yeah.
Unbreakable, Split,
And then Mr.
Glass.
Yeah.
But Mr. Glass wasn't.
He was in the
Unbreakable.
original one, yes, but
Yeah.
his
And then-
his actual like character arc was built in what's it called? The Glass movie. That's when they focused solely on him, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they tied it all together.
I am going to actually rewatch that.
I kind of want to watch it too because
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Unbreakable, but I did see Split, and Split was really really good. And the
Yeah.
guy who plays the main character in Split, he's really good too because he's also in Seven, and he's the villain at the end in Seven, and he's
Yeah.
fucking good in that
That's
movie.
also
But
Wasn't a bug.
Hey, you guys
what's
were
in the
saying.
fucking box?
You guys were saying, "Oh, I don't watch movies." Or
I watch movies all the time.
I don't. I don't even know what the fuck anyone's
So,
talking about.
so we're talking about
Which
Split universe. Like, what are your like all-time favorite like movie universes, like or cinematic compilations?
Ooh,
like,
I got
series?
a question after
Yeah.
that one.
I mean, I'm a fucking MonsterVerse person. I love Godzilla and like King Kong. Like that's literally probably.
Okay.
I would say that's probably one of my favorite universes, as far as movies go.
Dude, Star Wars, hands down.
Star Wars is definitely up there.
I mean, Star Wars is just iconic, but I don't know. I didn't really grow up. We did grow up on Star Wars, but I was never like a mega
I grew
fan
up
of
on
it.
Star
Like
Wars.
that.
Oh, the fucking.
I don't know where I got it from either
mega
because
Star Wars.
like none of my family members growing up really like fuck with Star Wars like that either. So
Yeah.
But I like really gravitated towards it. Like I watched the OG like the 4 through 6 first, and then I watched like the prequels because that was like coming around the time I was a kid.
And then the
And then-
animateds.
Yeah, so then I loved like the Clone Wars arc, Like this, the way the clones were, the Jedi fights, the lightsaber battles were
Bro, General Grievous was probably the best Star Wars villain of all time.
It is like
Coolest.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
By design, I think he was the coolest villain. Just
Darth
because
Vader, dude. No way. You can't beat that.
By design, I think he was the coolest villain just because that fool fucking could hold 4 lightsabers. That's fucking insane.
Well, I mean, you look at fucking Darth Maul. He's honestly. Cool.
I mean, he is
Darth Maul.
Yeah, but
they both kind of suck. But Darth Maul. Is badass.
My personal favorite is General Grievous. It's always been.
Hey,
no, his design is cool with having that many lightsabers to go crazy with. But
I mean, maybe his character is not the coolest, but I think by design, as far as like what he can do, I think he's the fucking coolest.
No, I mean
he was trained by Count Dooku.
Yeah,
so
and Dooku's a G.
Dooku was a G, and Dooku originally did want to bring balance. Like he joined the Sith for good intentions.
Yeah. Well, he also did it because Qui-Gon died.
Did you ever read any of the Star Wars books?
I didn't read any of the novels, but I watched videos on it, like about explaining the novels, and then I watched the Clone Wars series all the way throughout, and then a lot of the extended versions.
Or did you ever play Old Republic?
Yeah. That was a fun one. And they had like the old shit where like there wasn't the rule of 2 where it was like only 2 Siths. It was like all of them like a fucking 100 type shit. Yeah.
Are you talking about Knights of the Old Republic?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never played that game. And then, they were supposed to make a remake of it?
Yes. I was super sad when they
fucking canceled it.
They shut it down. Yeah.
I know. I was excited, too, because I never got to play it, but I heard it was like literally one of the best RPGs of like all time.
Yeah. But no, the Star Wars series just going on it's up there for top. Because even like Mandalorian is good.
Mandalorian's really good.
Like,
I like
Pedro
it.
Pascal is killing it.
Justin, you got one universe? You got one movie you like?
I mean, like, I used to watch Star Wars a lot when I was a kid, but my fucking remembrance of all that shit is
out the window.
So,
bro,
top movie that you can bring up,
like your top favorites, your favorite ones,
bro. Like the shit, like coming off the back of my head, like I would have to like look at a list and just like scroll down and fucking go off of that, because off the top of my head, I literally like when anybody asks me that question, I can never think of like.
Can you Monsters Inc., Shrek?
I mean, yeah, Monsters Inc.
Can you separate it into categories? Like
there you go.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, that's a good series.
That's a good
I used
series.
to fuck with that a lot.
All right.
Shrek, like you guys said, just like honestly, like all like the basic shit, I feel like was what I would like watch.
There's a movie called City of God. You guys ever see that?
I haven't seen it.
It's about I don't know if they're in Africa, but they're in a rural country, and it's about like gangs. It's about like kids growing up, and they were like friends, and then they split off to 2 different paths, and like one becomes. I just remember him holding a camera. I have to rewatch it, and like the other one becomes like a thug lord, and like he runs like the whole area, and the other dude's like their best friends, and it's about like their path, how like they come up together, and then they just split off, and like one goes like on the righteous path, and one is just like a fucking thug.
Damn, it's like how we were. I was talking about like I think it was it episode 6 or 7, the last one where I was talking about where it was like the paths like kind of collide at one point, and then they fucking split off at like another point.
Yeah,
that's like what that sounds.
Oh,
like.
is it when you and Jeremy were kind of talking about the flow of that little?
No, I thought that was talking about relationships.
Yeah. But it kind of goes hand in hand with that.
Yeah, it was a friend relationship where they were like buddy, and then they just kind of go off on different paths and have different passions, or I found like their situation was like that's all they could do.
I want to trap.
Yeah,
I want to make videos.
It boiled down to money,
right,
for him, and like just earning respect. Like he wanted to like be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy with things you would do just to be seen or heard.
Yeah,
isn't that a fucking trip? Nowadays,
City of God though, great movie.
But you were talking about. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you mean nowadays? Like nowadays, just with the general population.
Yeah, what people will do to be seen.
What do you say nowadays?
OnlyFans?
I'm not that old.
That's honestly the first thing that came to my mind.
I was like, this guy could only be thinking of one thing.
I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind, but there's definitely plenty of other things that people do.
I mean, I don't want to go down the path, but just anybody that does a criminal act to get on the news, to like, oh, I was on the news.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's like you're talking about like the shootings and stuff like that.
Shootings or
robberies.
It could be a number of things. Like I just know that there is a
hackers.
I mean, I don't know. The hacker shit's kind of cool. I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
nah, that shit's not cool, bro. They used to shut down PSN or Xbox Live for like a month. Lizard Squad. And I'm like, bro, come on.
Oh, that was a miserable time.
I'm like, bro,
when you had to
like,
switch
what you doing to us? Like, why are you doing that to us for? Like,
is that anonymous?
Yeah, Anonymous Squad.
They were like, what are they up to? Have they done any shit lately?
You know what? I'm sure they probably got hired on like the back end because that's usually what they do with hacker squads like that.
For sure.
Is people that can breach that type of security.
The government,
they'll pay you double.
US like, come on, we got some shit we gotta do.
Exactly.
China got this. They got balloons hovering over. Did you guys hear about those Chinese balloons?
Yeah.
Fuck those balloons.
Is that what the? No, that was something that was Ethan was talking about, the blimp in the fucking sky like 2 weeks ago.
Bro, didn't know what a blimp was.
Ethan was like, what is that in the sky? It's a
Right.
fucking like Daytona blimp. Like it's like nothing crazy.
It's like it's a blimp.
Yo, when those Amazon blimps come in? Have you seen the concept design?
And they have the drones flying out of them.
The Amazon.
I don't know.
It's an Amazon delivery blimp, and within the blimp is
Packages,
drones that drop off the packages.
That's cool as fuck.
Is it just a concept right now, or is it like planned? Like
I just saw that there was a concept for a patent to like come out.
Do you think it's gonna be like hella like crowded in the sky, like? Or like the air traffic control doesn't want that shit to happen.
There's a
like don't land yet. We got a fucking Amazon blimp like on the fucking runway. Like let's chill.
There is a car that has been approved. There's a flying car that has been approved for flying.
Made by who though?
Fucking Elon Musk, probably.
No, it wasn't Elon Musk.
That shit better have autopilot. I don't trust nobody flying over me and shit.
Fuck that.
Dude, I almost got hit today. On the way here.
Flying.
Really?
Some dipshit try to fucking merge into the turning lane when we're on a green light, we're chilling. You gotta wait his fucking turn. He cutting people off, brake checking people. I'm like, yo, and I was like, all right. I got out of that lane and kept going. But I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? And then the guy behind me, like he was like, bro, he like broke. He didn't have time to go in the other lane. He broke. I'm just like, you fucking dipshit. I'm like,
wait, so did you almost cause an accident too?
Fuck no. I evaded that shit. You got to do your own shit if some fucking dipshit. I'm not going to get fucked over by a dipshit. If you can't see it after I get out of the way, then yeah, whatever. But
so the company is Aleph Aeronautics.
Okay.
Aleph Aeronautics?
ALEF Aeronautics, a startup in San Mateo, just received the FAA's
it's a startup?
airworthiness certification for its Model A flying car.
A startup that's kind of scary.
That'd be kind of fire. I mean, the concept of flying cars would be fire though, like on some Coruscant shit in Star Wars when they have the fucking flying cars and like in between the buildings. That'd be dope. But I mean, like looking at it objectively, I do not want a fucking accident in the sky above me and then it crashes down into the highway and then.
Bro, people can barely even fucking drive right.
What
makes you think these
with
people
wheels
can
on the
get
ground?
Wait, do they need to get a helicopter
Well, that's
pilot
why they're
license or some shit?
The driverless cars.
I don't trust that either.
Hell no.
Anonymous, just one button click. Oh, let's fuck up Dimitri's day. You're late to work?
Charmander,
I'm late, Charmander. There's a fucking flying car coming down on me.
There is a movie on Netflix right now. It's not called. It's with Sandra Bullock, and like one of the first scenes. Have you guys seen it?
What is the title? I don't. There's a lot of Sandra Bullock movies.
It's fairly new. I want to say it's like This Is the End or The End Is Near. I don't know what it's called. I'll look up. But essentially, the first scene is like the family is like on a trip, and they come up on a bunch of Teslas that are just they're stuck in the road, and there's like a long line of Teslas, and they're like waiting, and then all of a sudden it's coming up behind them is another car, and then they realize there's no one driving, and then they realize there's no other car, so it's just a bunch of like cars
driving themselves,
running into each other.
That sounds like some GTA type shit, like some fucking NPC like bug civilian just fucking just driving themselves.
When they're programmed wrong.
Literally.
No, I heard that like the developers of GTA 5 did that shit on purpose, where they'd fucking put it in their coding to have the drivers fuck with you.
Oh, to like do shitty driving and like drive into you?
Because I have a shit ton of examples. I'm just driving straight and some fucking car turns into me and hits me. And I fall off a cliff because like it's like a seaside road.
Yeah.
And you turn and that guy hits you. You just fucking fly because you're going like 100 miles an hour.
You're doing like that like slow like drive, listen to like the radio and GTA just chilling and then some motherfucker just swore.
Make me alright.
No, what's the Kendrick Lamar song that's in the game?
There's a bunch.
He hit a left,
bitch
a
don't,
left,
bitch don't
another
kill my
left.
vibes on there.
No, it's like a really famous
Money
Kendrick Lamar
Trees
song.
is good.
No, it's not
Money
Money Trees.
Trees is the perfect place for shade, and that's just how I feel. But that one's in it.
No, I don't remember the name of it.
Bro,
but
San Andreas was hands down still the best Grand Theft Auto.
I don't even remember playing that game.
I played all of them. I'd have to say GTA 5 is for me is the best one because it's the most innovative. It's the characters, Trevor, Michael, Franklin are all good.
Yeah, Trevor.
The online component of it was fun, and before they got the pressers in there, the flying bikes.
Pay to win bullshit.
Yeah, before they started, it was really fun.
Now you're a real GTA fan if you ever played Liberty City on the PSP. That's when GTA was at its peak.
Vice City was pretty fun on the PS2. Or it might have been on the PlayStation 1 as well. I'm not sure. But I played on the PS2.
PS1?
PlayStation.
Wait.
Just regular PlayStation. It was like a big block.
I don't think Vice City was on that.
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure it was on PS2. I don't know if it was on the PS1.
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say,
PS2.
I think Vice City was definitely
Because I had
on PS2.
the PS2 Slim. So, I mean, so that was even the model after the PS2. But
Yeah.
So, the other before that, the PS2 kind of looks very
it's
similar.
the fat one, yeah.
It looks very similar to
I still got
the first
mine.
PlayStation. So like it's hard to tell if it is the first PlayStation.
What do you mean? There was
They're
fucking
two
the
different
first
colors.
PlayStation was gray, and the
Right.
PlayStation 2 was black.
But
And the PS1
You can-
opened from the top.
But you
and
can-
all you had to do
you
was
can
fucking
get
insert the disc to the
my
PS2.
uncle had a black PlayStation. I think the first
A
one.
black PS1.
I think so.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
he might have spray painted that bitch
Yeah.
and customized
Yeah.
it himself. 'Cause I don't think they came out the
character customization.
I feel like if they did make a special edition one, it was like yellow or red.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was probably something like crazy, but
yeah, no, it's Vice City's up there for me. But I think like GTA 5 is to me still.
Do you think they'll ever make a Grand Theft Auto movie?
I hope not.
ooh,
I don't think they should. I don't want to.
You don't think they should really?
Fuck no.
I think they should. I'm always for video game adaptations, like TV shows and movies for video games. I feel like that would is the coolest thing ever.
No.
Did you ever play Last of Us?
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I know the show is like really fucking good. Like it's literally gotten to like a mainstream audience because Gisele Bean was telling me that even like her parents have like watched it and they said they liked it.
But I mean, you could look at there's some questionable castings in that show though. You know what I'm saying?
Or like
What do you mean questionable?
Red Dead Redemption? That'd be a fire movie.
That'd be a fire.
Like
movie.
when like casting wise, it just isn't accurate. Like for example, Percy Jackson's casting is way different now. They went the woke
That wasn't a
route.
video
well,
game,
that's
though.
what but that's what they're gonna do regardless. That's just
Fucking. I mean, Last of Us. They got a new girl for Abby, like this buff bitch that just beats the fuck out of you. Like she in the Last of Us,
I don't know who
in Last
Abby
of Us
is.
2, she's like the most hated character ever because she just fucks everyone up, and she's like this big brolic bitch. But they hired some like skinny girl, and she looks more like Ellie than Ellie, like the actual Ellie girl. Like
Yeah, I think the Ellie. No, I know who Ellie is.
she looks like a dwarf in like the actual TV show.
Yeah, I think that was a shitty casting.
Yeah, Pedro. I mean, he's doing okay, but I mean, he's doing good. But I mean,
But-
I would like to see like a other person as Joel, like not someone that's already just taking over everything.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Because
Like
Pedro's doing everything. He's got Mandalorian. He's got this. He's got that. He's got.
they did go the woke
Right.
route, and
Mando, fire.
But yeah. I mean, me personally, I just don't like to see it because for me, I mean, The Witcher did a good job. I feel like.
The Witcher, dude, fucking Henry
But
Cavill
that's
was the
thing,
perfect
He's
casting.
leaving because they don't want to go the accurate route. He's like, hey, no, why are we going in this direction where you're writing other shit that's not the video games or in the books or the lore? Like, stick to the lore. And they're like, nah.
Was
you can
The Witcher
leave.
a book before the game?
Yeah.
So
Really?
but like they're gonna move past him and like they're gonna get what's his name, Thor's brother.
Yeah, Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
No, the brother.
Liam.
Liam.
Yeah. So
Liam
they're gonna
Hemsworth.
get him to replace him.
Yeah, no, I know.
So-
I haven't watched it yet, but
So it's like even the one show that got it right as far as the video games, they're gonna start straying away from the video games as well. So it's like I don't want to see something that I enjoyed watching just get fucking just detrained.
Yeah, but that
Look at
Times
and just all the time it's like Dragon Ball Revolution. That shit was ass. The Avatar movie was ass. Like,
but that's so different though, because I feel like those are already like those characters are established in the show and like in the movies already. It's not a character that was established through a video game and then they adapt it into a show or a movie.
Dude, the video game for GTA is like the actual story is good and it's like very fleshed out and thought of.
If they adapted it into a movie or TV show, it wouldn't ruin like the legacy of GTA, and it wouldn't ruin like the characters of GTA.
It would just be that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like how you're saying Dragon Ball Avatar is, where it's like these were characters these were characters made in books and shows already that are just being adapted into another book or another movie or show, and they're being ruined that way. So it's like their arc from those shows are getting fucked up now because of the new adaptation of it.
Or look at Halo. They fucked up Halo too.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about that. Like, everybody still fucking loves Master Chief. Like,
that's true.
Just because the show is terrible doesn't mean the fucking character itself is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Or people are going to forget how good it was.
That's why they have so much love for Master Chief. That's why they hated on it.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, obviously, Goku is still a fucking mainstream name. Like, he's not ruined because they fucked up Dragon Ball Revolution. Avatar, Aang is a character that everyone loves to take inspiration from, or Zuko's redemption arc. Like, in the show, but when you see it on the screen, you're just like, why are we doing that? Why are we fucking this shit up, right? When it's already good, just literally keep the story the same, and you can just live action it.
Then you get the other half, like, oh, why haven't we changed it to a live action yet? Or why haven't we tried to?
You can't please everyone.
Innovate.
But you get mixes of like, oh, this shit sucks. Oh, this is good. Because like, look at Call of Duty, right? Like with the jetpacks, like people, let's do something new. Oh, why are we doing?
I thought that shit was fun.
Right,
I fucked with that
right.
shit.
So it's like you liked it, you didn't like it, or people like boots on ground. Like,
but I like both. That's the thing. Like I can do either or.
But I mean, what did you like? Did you like any of those video game adaptations or no? You haven't watched any of them?
Of like, you're saying like of like the movies and shows?
Witcher or Halo or?
I'd never watched Halo because I was never really that big of a Halo fan, so I don't really care for it that much.
Halo's so good.
Witcher.
I didn't have an Xbox. I was PlayStation.
I like the Witcher series.
Witcher was. Yeah. I loved Witcher. I thought Witcher was really fucking good.
I love the games and I love the show.
Yeah, I thought the show was amazing. Honestly,
I'm not gonna continue it once Henry Cavill leaves.
Yeah,
once Henry Cavill's out there, I'm out of there.
I'm still gonna give it a chance.
I was thinking about it, but then I also was like, I don't know. It just will not feel the same without him because there's nobody else that could play that role better than him. Like he was literally made for that role, and he plays that role so well.
I wonder if like Yennefer and Cersei are still going to be the same actors.
I'm sure it probably will be. I think their arcs are just going to change a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. The Witcher. Have you seen the anime series where they go off like on other Witchers? Like,
no, I haven't seen it.
I saw the one where it was like the guy that's like older, like the older Witcher.
Nightmare of the Wolf.
Yeah, that one. I saw that one.
Oh, the trainer.
His mentor.
Yes.
I saw that one. I didn't see any of the other ones.
Well, it's not about. Well, I'm just saying The Witcher is not just one specific. Like it's a whole universe.
Yeah.
It's like taking Star Wars and like focusing on Anakin versus focusing on Luke.
Yeah.
And it's just like same universe, just different, but same plot, same storyline.
Yeah, they're just focusing on different characters and stuff.
So I feel if they didn't just rewrite the same actor or different actor into the same,
like Liam can be a different Witcher.
That's what they should have done. But I think what they're trying to do is what he's saying is they're trying to put him literally in Henry Cavill's role, which is just not going to work because for character arc purposes, it just does not make sense.
And you get kind of attached to that character by watching them so much.
Can you guys think of another example of when they did that?
Aunt Viv
Blue's
on
Clues?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Perfect example.
I would say Aunt Viv of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well,
like
did they do that?
They got rid of because the old actress was beefing with Will Smith, so they got the light skinned Aunt Viv, and she just didn't hit the same. They kind of did their thing where like, all right, we're gonna let new Aunt Viv just take a back seat. She just reacts to shit. But like, but before the first Aunt Viv, she had her own role. She was like a the strict,
stern,
like auntie.
stern mother.
You know, it was like
Yeah.
I can kind of reminisce with that, like with some of my Asian aunties were like, oh, like yeah, it's strict like that, or you know. But yeah, they changed up that character a lot, and it felt different for sure.
I'm trying to think of like video game adaptation specifically.
I was thinking of, have you guys seen the Mortal Kombat movie?
Which one? I heard some were good.
The new one.
Good.
The newer one.
Okay, yeah.
I did watch it.
So, I mean, they added a character called Cole Haan, and I think, like, that would be one part where I'd agree with you on, like, the whole adaptation thing where I think they ruined it is the main character in that movie is, like, just so lame. Like, his power is just absolutely lame. His character arc is just very boring. Like, there's nothing interesting really about him.
Is he, like, a child of...
I think he's supposed to be he's supposed to be like an iteration of Scorpion. He's supposed to be like the new. I guess he's supposed to be like the new Scorpion that's taking place.
Scorpion like was piping some like random Mortal Kombat girl, and then that's him or what?
I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, but his character is just.
I agree with you.
His character's just bad. It's not a good character.
He was lame. He didn't bring the power.
Yeah, he didn't bring like.
He didn't bring justice to Scorpion.
He didn't bring grit to the movie at all. Like he is just a very human-like character. Does very human-like things, and you know how in Mortal Kombat, like these motherfuckers are doing like crazy fatalities and all have like crazy weapons and stuff like that.
Crazy ass combos. The fucking
like, karate chop,
bro. He was literally like a fucking like a UFC fighter turned like a superhero. Like it was just so
that
stupid.
Was Bellator. Yeah. He wasn't even UFC.
It was just dumb. I think
PFL.
Asadena,
YouTube boxing.
Who's Adesanya? He would be more fire as Scorpion.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's not necessarily Scorpion in the movie because he's like his own character, but I think what they're trying to do is in the second one, they're trying to be like he's trying to be like the next iteration of Scorpion, which is just not going to work because his character is just
a bitch.
Yeah, he's kind of a pussy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
soy boy.
Yeah, he's very soy boyish.
That kind of.
Wait, what does soy boy mean?
Like girly man.
Soy boy.
You guys in these terms, I need to catch up with these times.
Or young. Or I don't know. That
guy's
older
old.
than me. He's older than me using soy boy.
But nah, they
word of the day.
I think that kind of fucked up the movie just because his character is really just doesn't really fit the universe.
Yeah.
And they definitely killed off a few people, which I don't think they should have done. And I think they could have done maybe a better casting job with some people. But it doesn't make me hate Mortal Kombat or not appreciate what Mortal Kombat is because at the end of the day, like seeing that shit on screen and just seeing like some of the stuff from the video game make it into the like on the big screen into like the movies is fucking cool. Like the fatalities are fucking crazy in that movie. And it's like you would never know what they look like until it would be adapted into like a TV show or a movie.
Of course I would. I have that imagination, Riz, bro.
On that Mortal Kombat hype, how do you feel about them incorporating like RoboCop or Freddy Krueger?
Oh, like I don't think
like collabs.
Yeah, like as far as video games.
I mean, as far as video games, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think they should do that.
Yeah,
I think it keeps it interesting and it brings in other people from different genres of games or people that like might not necessarily be into that type of game. Mm-hmm. Like it brings them
like,
in.
Oh shit, Yoda's in there.
Yeah,
like
right.
Fucking
see Yoda do a fucking fatality. That would be insane.
Heart grab, force.
I think the only problem you get
in the air.
Yeah.
And lightsaber.
That'd be fucking insane.
Yeah.
Hey, Mortal Kombat, if you need a fatality designer, hit your boy up.
I think the only problem you run into that is like you got like there's like the power scaler community where they like have the music to the edit, like they show who's stronger.
Yeah.
So like you'll get that where like there's no way Scorpion can do that to Thor or some shit. You know, you get that's the only shit.
But really, who gives a fuck about them? Like. Do we really care?
Yeah, sounds like they're in too deep.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily think a bad project will ruin the image of a character, but I think at least for like true fans.
Yeah.
But it does derail like the public opinion of the general bandwagon kind of society standpoint where like, oh, Karen from Starbucks thinks that Hulk's a pussy now.
Do we care about Karen's opinion?
But I mean, you got like millions of people to the masses that want to shit on your like stuff.
Yeah, but there's always going to be people who are going to shit on anything. That's just how some people are. Some people just want to shit on something because it's the fucking trendy thing to do.
I agree.
That's another thing that I was gonna. That actually brings me up to a good point. It's like,
oh shit,
the fucking cancel culture motherfuckers, the people that just
aren't you one of them? This boy, like, he wants to cancel taking pictures in a booth.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a very heated
Fucking
statement.
cancel Camp Rock.
Yeah, fuck Camp Rock. Fuck high school.
You might
Exhibit A.
You took a very what's it? A canon event of Angeli's childhood. My little sister grew up on that shit. She used to be singing that shit all the time. I want to hear the end of it.
I'm sure we literally did it on the last episode where we were doing it. Like, we're all in this together. I saw him hating on something that we already did. Like,
Right.
of course, High School Musical is like an essential part of our childhood, and it was iconic. Like, there's no doubting it's iconic.
Vanessa
but at the end of the day, Vanessa Hudgens. At the end of the day, like, now that I think back on it, it's a fucking cringe ass movie. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and say I liked it or that I would rewatch it now because I just have grown out of that. But I can respect that it was an iconic movie.
But a monkey snowboarding down the mountain is
But
not
yeah,
cringe.
and the MPX, bro, undefeated. I'll watch that any
That
day.
is iconic shit. I might watch that tonight.
I love how we went from like, what's your top 10, top 5 Disney movies to like Mortal Kombat and fuck Karen's
Soy boy,
opinions.
fucking Karen. Starbucks Karen.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the topic we were on, though. No, I think we just transitioned watching shit.
No, I kind of got into my hater mentality.
Because
and then-
I think
As per usual.
I think I started it off with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which was a TV show that had nothing to do with Disney.
Yeah.
And I think we just transitioned into Disney for some reason. I don't know what it
Well,
was.
because we were talking about like favorite shows and movies and stuff like that, and that was just like a current thing. But no, speaking on the whole hating on things, do you think? I mean, I'm sure you guys could probably agree. Like, there's definitely a lot of people out there that like to just jump on like the hate bandwagon for certain things. Correct?
I disagree.
For sure.
You disagree? Why?
I just want to disagree. disagree.
You just wanted to hate. Controversial?
You're like, we can probably all agree. But wait, let me think about this. Ask your question again.
Well, I was just kind of bringing up the topic of people just hating on shit because it's like a trendy thing to do. Like, do you think people, I could give like a perfect example right now. So like, there's like this new game called Palworld out, which I mean is like essentially a carbon copy of Pokemon and Lost Ark and like a survival genre
Like
mixed
Grand Theft
together.
Auto because they got straps on this shit.
Yeah, like,
Dracos.
It's like Pokemon with guns.
Dracos.
Yeah, Pokemon with guns.
I feel like it's Fortnite times Pokemon.
I mean,
smashed
you
together.
could consider that, but I mean, anyways, there's this whole discourse going on Twitter where people were saying that, oh, this whole Power game is just a fucking, they're just stealing from Pokemon and that people shouldn't be supporting it because they're just stealing. It's not an original idea. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it is, I guess, considered stealing, but like, doesn't that just happen like on an everyday basis now? Like, isn't that kind of just like the trend to do? Like,
hold on.
Are you basically supporting it?
I'm not I'm not supporting stealing, but I feel like the trend nowadays, like, there's just so many. I feel like there's so many ideas that were just original that like now, the thing to do nowadays is just to make reiterations of it. I feel like that's where creativity is thriving at this current time.
I can see that, but going back to your original thought on people hating, it's trending to hate. Your original thought was, to my understanding,
Like before Power World.
it's trendy to hate.
Like jump on a hate bandwagon.
I feel like
definitely think it is.
I feel like it's not trendy to hate. I feel like haters are going to hate
Daily.
from daily. Haters are going to hate indefinitely to the end of time. It's just something that's trending. They can hate on that.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people that are not necessarily considered haters that like to just hop on things because it is the trendy thing to do. Like, if there's like something stupid going on in the world that a lot of people are hating on, they'll kind of jump in because it's like, damn, they're hating on this. Like, maybe I should jump in and hop on that trend and start hating on that. Like, I feel like that'd be like a funny thing to do.
Are you talking about in terms of like a trolling way, or you talk about in terms of
I've
like
also-
supporting another?
I feel like there's a
brand?
lot of closet haters.
I was just going to say, and that's what it means. Haters going to hate till the end of time. There's always going to be someone hate because they weren't able to get something in their inner child makes them hate.
Right. Because, like, I like the show The Boys, and they have, like, a Superman clone turn evil with Homelander, and, like, or, like, A-Train The Flash, right? Like, to me, like, obviously, if they make it known that it's a parody and they're not trying to do something original, then I'm cool with it. Like, you're self-aware that you're a parody.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. But if you're trying to pass off, like, a carbon copy, like,
Justice League
or, like, Avengers, like, that's when I'm like, bro, like, y'all really trying to act like you're this when you stole off of this person, you know?
Yeah, I agree. That's
like,
lame as fuck.
Cause
do you feel like The Boys is doing that? Because I feel like The Boys is a pretty original concept. I think other than the powers, but like you can only go so far.
I like the direction that The Boys is going in. They're going in their own path, right?
Because
same thing with
also
Invincible.
Originally it started from a perspective of someone without powers.
Yeah,
and like that first episode was fucking crazy.
And then you get introduced it as the audience, like, oh shit, this is what it's like if there were people that had superpowers that are irresponsible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, I like that concept of it, but there are times where like it is literally just a copy, and you're like, okay, you're trying to act like this is like the OG idea when it really wasn't. Like they just executed it well, but you stole off of this character or this character or this character, you know. And
so are you against that though?
To an extent, I think. Like for example, like Palworld. Like okay, if it is a indie project and it's free, fuck it. Like that's fine. But if you're charging me $40-$50 for this shit, hell no. Like you are not gonna make me pay money for some shit you copied off of. That's not even your idea.
But why? It's Nintendo. Like why do you care? I feel like it would be different if it was
Nintendo?
I'm saying they're copying off of Nintendo because it's a copy of Pokemon. But what I'm saying is, it's like, why are they
charging me money?
Okay, but why do you give a fuck if they're copying off of a huge corporation that already makes millions and billions and fucking trillions of dollars that is already fucking putting out garbage ass games year after year because they have been kind of going downhill and they're not listening to their audience.
Hater alert.
But no, I'm just
this guy's fucking.
I'm just being honest.
Hating on haters. He's hating on.
He is what his topic explained. Like,
he hates the haters.
Nah, the way I see it is like, if it's not like that they're fucking carbon copying whatever they're doing. Like, yes, there are definitely aspects.
I saw the Palworld thing. I was like, bro, that's Pokemon with the change of color.
Like I saw the fucking bird shooting water. That's Piplup. Like I could tell.
Okay, but
or the rat with like that's shooting electric. That's Pikachu.
But is that necessarily like an original idea? Like, do they have? I was watching like a YouTube video last night. Asmongold, shout out Asmongold, fucking love him. But he was like kind of explaining like, is there a fucking patent on like an idea of like a rat that fucking does electric or like a blue turtle that fucking squirts water?
There is copyright. Like, you know how there's Mickey Mouse and no one can recreate Mickey Mouse, but someone can recreate Mighty Mouse.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, is the idea of a mouse with like some sort of personality is not a patented idea. Like it's not an original idea. Like, you can go so many different ways with it, and I feel like that's not necessarily stealing because, like, at the end,
there's copyright. I don't know about patents, but there's copyright laws.
And there are copyright laws in terms of what you can and can't do.
And depending if the original, if someone never, like, if Disney never put that copyright on Mickey Mouse, then yes, like, someone can recreate Mickey Mouse.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying. Okay. But I'm saying, like, bro, there's like fucking 1,000+ Pokemon. Like at some point, like there's nothing more you can do that's gonna be fucking original.
With the creation of Pokemon, no one had the idea beforehand, so they are the original people. So if
that's not true, because they were mentioning that fucking I think it's called a Dragon Quest. They were saying that Dragon Quest came up before Pokemon, and they had basically the same exact concept, and that Pokemon copied off of Dragon Quest. That they were using the same assets and the same type of ideas for their Pokemon,
and that goes the same with like the cards and shit too. Because Dragon Quest to me just seems like a show or something, or I don't know.
I mean, I don't really know about Dragon Quest, so I couldn't tell you that. But I could give you another example, like fucking for like From Software with like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and everything like that. Like a lot of their characters are based on cards from Magic the Gathering. Like they're almost like literal carbon copies of what some cards are from Magic the Gathering. Like the Mimic chest. Like there's like a chest with like fucking teeth and it has like a tongue, and if you open it, it fucking like eats you up and it kills you.
Right.
They literally have the same exact thing in Dark Souls, but they don't fucking rip on Dark Souls for using that.
Is it a pure kind of
It's literally a 1-for-1. Like it's like the same exact thing.
It's not like paying homage.
Well,
I mean, it is paying homage, but is that not the same thing with fucking Palworld? Like, would Palworld not be the same thing as paying homage to Pokemon?
Did you see?
You're just creating your iteration of it.
Did you see that movie Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
They have the same thing. They have the mimic chest.
Yeah, I know.
In the scene with the labyrinth.
And I mean, it is accurate.
So like maybe is Dungeons and Dragons older than Dragon Quest?
I think the thing is what you could say with that is it's accurate to like the lore of the whole universe that goes into it. But as far as like the idea, concept, and iterating in different things, like no, it's not a fucking original idea.
My thing is like,
is anything even original?
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
That's like the argument I'm trying to say is like, is anything really even original anymore?
I mean, I get what you're saying. Art inspires art, right?
Yes.
But that's the thing. If you take some shit from another person, and one, you don't give credit. You don't say, "Oh, this inspired me." Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Like, if you aren't at least acknowledging that it came from that, you are not going to charge me a full price game for some shit you copied. I was watching Pokemon and I was faded, and I was like, imagine if he had an AK, and I make that a game, and now I'm gonna charge Dimitri $50 to play my game. Fuck that. If it's like a beta and like it's free, I'll jump on that shit and I'll play. But if it's like you're stealing some shit and you're just charging people money from like some shit you didn't even come up with, I don't fuck with that.
But there's different iterations and different concepts in the game that Pokemon doesn't take. That's the thing.
Okay, but I mean,
people are just trying to get on the concept of the design of the Pokemon themselves, not the actual fucking game. It's literally just the design of the creatures themselves, which I like. I understand that, but I think it's fucking stupid. Like, who cares?
But to that point, why did they have to copy the design? Why couldn't they just make their own design?
I mean, they did.
Isn't it lazy? Isn't it like?
I mean, I guess you could consider it that, but is it really like? It's not like they fucking did 1-for-1 carbon copies, like same color, same name, same powers. It's not that. They're just very similar. Like,
did you watch Pokemon growing up?
Yeah.
So I mean, so can't you just tell like a still image? You could tell that's that.
Yeah, who's that Pokemon?
I'm sure. Yeah, you could.
It's lazy, bro. It's like, bro, like they didn't even try to make that shit different, bro. It's like come on, like try. You charging $50 to play this game as an early beta.
I think it would be different if Pokemon was at its peak still. Pokemon has been downhill for years now. Like
I wouldn't say that. It's a pretty big market right now, if you think about it.
Gaming wise, video games.
Gaming-wise,
no.
But
not video game.
But as a brand, they're not.
As a brand,
they haven't gone anywhere.
As a brand whole, huge, especially in Tokyo and
fucking crazy in Asia.
The trading card. Like I used to work at a not a thrift shop, a collectible shop.
Yeah,
I used to work at a collectible shop. Our main form of revenue was selling Pokemon cards.
Yeah, like I agree. Pokemon is still like obviously huge, and it's probably
kids love Pokemon.
It's definitely reached. I think just with how the world works now, and just with social media, it's definitely reached probably a bigger market than it ever had before, just because of the output and. Obviously, the whole thing with the trading card shit blowing up again, collecting the cards and whatever.
And look, fucking Ryan Reynolds was in a Pokemon movie.
Yeah, the Detective Pikachu one.
That was
I love
fire.
that movie. That movie was fucking
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, so good. That was good. I was glad.
So that's a good video game adaptation,
that
right?
shit's fire. Yeah,
And that's the
that
thing.
shit's fire. That shit's fire.
Detective Pikachu, wasn't that a game?
Yes, it was on N64.
I don't know. I've never played that game, so I'm not sure about the full adaptation aspect of it. Like, I don't know if it's like true to the original game.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
I think it's just kind of like a
But
spin-off.
the way they spend it and the way
don't you think you watched it, right?
Yes.
So the way they executed the story and how the Pokemons interact with the people, they didn't stray away from what is true to the shows or the lore, right? They stick to it, right? Like, in a way, like, yeah, Pikachu talking was different, but it's because...
Like Mr. Mime being a fucking mime.
Right, but it's because... I don't want to spoil for them, but there's a reason why Ryan Reynolds is talking to the kid. You know? You remember?
Oh, yes.
It wasn't just like
the whole...
Right.
Yes.
It wasn't just like, oh, Pikachu can talk now. It was like, there's a reason for that.
Right.
And they had an original concept, but they didn't ruin the legacy of the
but
characters.
that is different because you're going directly based off of Pokemon. It's not like you're trying to do your own spin of like your own version of like your own world of Pokemon or your own universe. It's not that. You're already taking from that universe and you're going all based off of that.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is like
when they fucking rip the characters into a new universe.
When you're making an entire new universe and you're, I guess, using the same assets, like I understand it is kind of considered ripping And I don't necessarily agree with that. But at the end of the day, like, why the fuck would that stop you from playing a game if it's fun? Like, who the fuck cares? Why does that even matter? I feel like at the end of the day, all that matters is if the game is fun or not. Why? I don't understand why people try to make things like that into a bigger problem, and they try to make it so that's the reason why they wouldn't play a game. Like, I'm not going to play that shit because it's just
so you're mad at...
Oh, jump. This is very important. Hey, camera, this is very important. Download Fortnite and play Lego Fortnite with me and Thomas tonight then, if that's really the case. Since Lego Fortnite is a carbon copy of Minecraft in Lego version.
I already told you
it.
I just don't have an interest in that type of game. It has nothing to do with it being Lego. I used to play Lego games all the time back then. It has nothing to do with it being Lego. I just have
Lego
literally
Star
zero
Wars
interest.
Fire. I love Lego Star Wars.
Bro, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars,
Lego Batman.
I didn't play that one.
Games.
But this guy never wants to play with me.
Because I don't care to play fucking Lego Fortnite. I just don't have interest in it.
So,
but
that's what I'm saying too. I don't care to spend a full price money for a full price money for a game that is.
Why is price a factor? What if I paid for it? What if I paid for the game and you? Would you like to play it?
Sure. I'd if someone were to pay for that game to where I wouldn't spend money on it, I'd play it.
So,
but it's the concept of it. It's like, bro, it's like, why are you charging me money when this isn't even your idea? You know?
It is their idea because it's not fucking Pokemon. It would be different if they literally used the Pokemon universe.
They just used the UI for Arc, like the dinosaur game. They just carbon copy pasted it to Pokemon. That's literally all they did.
No.
Have you played Arc?
Have you played Palworld?
Have you played Arc?
Wait, have you played Palworld?
No.
I've watched gameplay because he told me about it.
I've watched gameplay,
I'm
but
really watching gameplay. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. But I can see it. It's like you're ripping me off because you're making me charge money for something that you didn't even think of, right? Like, have you played Ark? You played the dinosaur game Ark.
I've watched people play it.
Okay, but the leveling system of the fucking dinosaurs, the leveling system of the Pokemon, it's the same shit. You have different. You have a scroll wheel of actions that the dinosaur can do. They literally just took that and put it into Pokemon, and then changed the color from like blue to purple, and then that's what it is now.
But who gives a fuck? Why does that matter?
But has anyone else done that before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who
thought to put Ark and Pokemon together?
Exactly.
Now it's an original thought because
which is fine.
Thank you.
Which is fine. It's
Thank you.
It's fine. I will play it. But why are you trying to charge me money for it
because it's a fucking game. It takes money to make a
let
game.
Me ask you this.
Fortnite is free, and they make billions of dollars yearly.
You know why? Because of microtransactions.
Why couldn't they do that?
Because that's not a fucking practice everyone wants to do.
Which is why I'm like, it's just
Fortnite's a scam.
Fortnite is a fucking scam.
Let me ask you this: Have you guys ever had a grapple?
A grapple, yeah.
What is a grapple?
An apple that tastes like a grape.
No.
Okay, that's two original things that were combined into one, but I'll pay money to eat it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why?
I'm very anti because I hate the way the video game industry is. I hate how EA does their fucking stupid shit with sports games. I hate the way 2K, like, they have their fucking stupid shit with the basketball games.
Bro, go intern for EA and let them know what's up.
And I don't like this stupid shit where they're charging me money for like the same product.
So you're a hater.
Honestly, yeah. I spent I
like that you own up to
2K23 was, I think,
Oh, dude,
it was $70.
Yeah.
And then I spent $60 for VC.
Okay.
Bro,
So I spent like $100-something dollars on a game that I suck ass at, by the way, and when that game could literally just be a constant updates of the same game. 2K23, boom. 2K24, just let it be an update.
I agree.
And don't charge me money for like VC and shit. Like,
yeah, but
let me earn it. Let me earn it.
You know who the problem is? You know what the problem is? It's you. It's the person that keeps fucking buying it because you keep supporting these dumb fucks for putting out the same garbage ass game every single year.
That's why I'm passionate about that. Why I'm not going to spend money on fucking Palworld because I'm putting my foot down like, nah.
But it's a good version of Pokemon. That's the thing.
This is the end. I'm not going to support this fucking industry shit.
Listen.
I got to turn down my headphones.
You want me to
listen. So if there was an iteration of 2K that did exactly what you were saying, you wouldn't pay money to play that. You would just keep going. You would keep giving money to fucking 2K.
No, I'm not.
Because they ripped their idea.
No. Fuck that. No, fuck no. I am not buying the new game. I'm not getting the next 2K. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not even gonna get it. I'm done with that shit.
What if they combine 2K with Grand Theft Auto, and after you get your ass beat in 2K, you can just fucking shoot that motherfucker afterwards?
If one of y'all buying that shit for me, sure.
Okay, but see, like,
But guess what? I'm on that free shit right now. My mindset is like, how do I play games and enjoy it for free? I'm playing Warzone right now. Free game. I'm playing Fortnite right now. Lego Fortnite, actually. I don't play Fortnite. Free game.
What if money wasn't...
I'll play anything if money wasn't involved.
No,
but I hate the fucking
like,
greediness of
not-
these corporations.
not a circumstance.
A millionaire. Yeah, what if...
Oh, if I had the money, would I support it? Just
Yeah.
because I can just say fuck you to everything. Maybe yes, maybe no. But it's but that's the thing. But would I want to spend my hard-earned money if I'm a millionaire to support these corporations? Probably
I don't
not.
think you would be playing video games.
okay,
Right.
Listen, what I don't understand what you're saying is, so you wouldn't support a person that is doing a fun take on a game that you used to like but is now shit, and that company that makes that game is not doing anything about it. You wouldn't support the person that's actually doing something about it and trying to make the game fun again.
No, because guess what?
Then you're a piece of shit.
But guess what? Guess what?
What the
hey, guess
fuck?
what? Guess what? If he had a Patreon, let me donate to you. Like it's like a tip session. It's like a tip.
Buying the game is supporting them. That's literally the same concept.
No, it's like if I want to support you for coming up with something that's fun but isn't original, sure, I'll fucking donate to your Patreon because it's cool. But if you're gonna charge me a flat fee and like, no, this is it. Like a lot of like restaurants do this where like they have shit service but they have AutoGrad and I have to charge and they charge me like 25% when like they didn't even come by my table one time.
Yeah.
And they got my order wrong and they got my mom's order wrong and like the whole experience was shit. Like it's like, okay, if you did a good job, yeah, I'll tip you 25. But like if you did a bad job, if I feel bad, maybe I'll give you 10 or 15. But
that's when you go to the manager, and that's when they give you free desserts.
right,
right? They'll compensate you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm literally on the mindset. I don't know what you guys are on. Like, oh, supporting these companies. I'm on the mindset of like, bro, I'm playing shit that's free, where I don't break the bank for shit that I'm gonna spend money on, and I'm only gonna play for like 2 weeks. I'm on that website where like, bro, I'm playing Lego Fortnite sometimes free, playing fucking, I'm playing Warzone that's free. Apex Legends, I'll play that something that's free.
Okay, but like Jerm is saying, like take the circumstance of money out of it. Like you wouldn't want to support someone that is doing a fresh, fun take on a game that you used to love as a child, where that game company that made that game is not doing fucking dog shit about it, even though their community is begging for them to do something different, and they're not doing anything because they don't give a fuck. And this person went out of their way to make a somewhat original idea and combine a few things and make it fun again. You wouldn't support that person whatsoever.
Well, you say take the money out of it, but then you're putting the money back into it because...
No, I'm literally talking about supporting
it. Because to support the person means you have to give them money.
That's not necessarily true.
Me playing the game and giving them exposure...
You're taking it so literally. You're taking it to the point where it's like, oh, I have to take money out of my pocket to support this person. I'm on my free game wave. Like, I'm not going to pay for a fucking game.
Yeah.
Would you charge money for people to listen to your songs? Fuck no, right?
Maybe.
Oh, so you would do it. Like you would like if your shit was good and like no one else can compete, you're gonna be like, all right, my album's coming out, $60 for me.
I mean, that's
literally what
sell
fucking
music.
Yeah, physical CDs and shit. That's the same thing.
This sounds like Napster all over again.
But
like no, like you don't know what let's say Spotify's not a thing. Let's say that's not a thing because like Palworld's not on a streaming service to where you can pay a streaming service of like video games and like have it to your catalog.
Yeah.
You could play for Spotify and you get everything. You don't have to pay for the album.
Yeah.
If you wanted the album and you wanted to support the artist, you can buy the vinyl and get it that way. But it's like, dude, if you are coming up with an idea, a fun, fresh idea of like of something that's already original and you're just taking a spin off of it and you want to do that just for fun, dude, people already do that. Like people already do that with
like mods and
it's
stuff,
free.
yeah.
And it's free. They don't charge people money. If you want to support them, they'll link their Patreon. But if you're gonna charge a flat fee and put it on Steam, dude, like come on.
But what is wrong with that? I don't understand what is wrong with that at all. It's just their choice of how they want to market it.
Because they're contributing to the fucking industry way of doing things, if that makes sense.
My question was going to be, is this an indie company who created this game, or is it like a big corporation who made this game?
I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like an indie company because I think they said it was like a team of like 3 or 5 people, and they said that they had like a $10,000 budget.
Because I bought Lethal Company. That game's fun, and I saw gameplay of it, and they're an indie company. I bought it, but I mean, I don't see nothing like it. I don't really see a lot of scary games like they have that concept of like, oh, you're running from a monster, right? But like obviously for them it's like the way they're going about their tasks. Oh, you have to get these things, you got to make quota, and you have these monsters in the way of, there are obstacles for you to get in the way of the quota, right? So like I mean I can't compare anything to that. I mean, there probably are some scary games that are similar to that, but I will support that because, I mean, it's yeah, sure, it's the horror genre, but it's their own shit. Like they didn't like rip shit off from another person, right? But it's like, is there? I don't know.
I feel like, isn't Lethal Company a little bit kind of like Phasmophobia in some sense?
It is in a sense, yeah. I was gonna say it is kind of like
Phasmophobia is like ghost shit.
Well, I mean, it's like
ghost and monsters.
But it's the same like concept though.
Go into this world, do these missions, and then come back and.
Because I mean, you could say that with any scary movie or scary horror game, like fucking Outlast. You're in a now you're in a.
That's a story-driven game.
Now you're in a psych.
What about Resident Evil?
That's a story-driven game.
Yeah.
But
Great
I mean,
one.
yeah, Resident Evil's good as fuck.
Concept of monster chasing you while you have tasks is the whole point of it.
Phasmophobia literally made that concept.
Right, but I mean, other shit came before that too, with like PC games, like during like Club Penguin era. Like there were still scary games during that too.
Not the way Phasmophobia did it.
Phasmophobia
was an original concept.
No, for sure, and they were the first to do it in terms of the modern era. But like there was still shit like that. The technology just didn't catch up yet with older games with scary like concepts.
I guess you're kind of like saying going in with like a certain task in hand and then leaving, like completing that task.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like with the whole.
I mean, that's just like I feel like that's like just a general video game concept though. No,
yeah.
I was thinking Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, and so like you can really incorporate like concepts and ideas aren't
original.
They're original because everyone you have to do something. You have to complete a task some way, but like to like actually steal from like the actual image of something, right? It's kind of like flipping off the creator, right? Because like you'll see that with like Superman copies or Batman copies or whatever, and they'll just literally just fuck shit up just for the fun of it. Where it's like, bro, like what are we even doing? Like,
what's a Batman copy? Like Lego Batman?
Do you watch Invincible?
I was gonna say Invincible is like a good example.
That one character is in there, or like he's like a carbon copy Batman, but he sucks ass, or you know.
Which one?
The guy that gets his fucking head splat by Omni-Man. You seen that?
I have seen it. I can't think.
But I mean, that's the thing
character.
too. It's like Invincible is in a universe where it's like they accept that it's a spin-off parody of like modern superheroes with like DC and Marvel like revolutionized that shit, you know?
Yeah, but you don't think Palworld accepts that? I think they've literally said the game is Pokemon with guns. Like they've kind of accepted it. I don't think it's one of those things where they're like, "Oh no, we're not Pokemon. We're our own thing. We made our own monsters."
Which is
look at the name Palworld.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's what the thing where it's like, okay, if you're not saying it's your own thing, right? Let the people choose to give their money to support you or not. Don't put it out there as a flat fee that you have to pay this to get access to this when you didn't come up with anything original. You didn't contribute anything.
I don't agree with that.
Even when you make music, you have to sample it. You can't just steal a beat from like someone from like the 1920s. You have to sample it, get permissions from either the creator or the company that's doing the marketing and actually the putting out the streaming for that song, and get approval, and then it's in the credits where if that song does well, they get a percentage.
I understand that, but I feel like from a creative aspect, like if you're putting time and money into something and you're investing all that into it, why would you just put it out for free? Like I understand if you're doing it on the come up
because you love it. Because you love it.
But like I feel like at the end of the day, like you're doing it because you want to market it in some way.
You want to change the battery first? I was gonna say, look at Video Game High School. That show is all self-funded through Rocket Jump Productions and Eddie Wong or Eddie. I think that's his name.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
He literally self-produced that shit with him and his team, and we didn't have to pay for that shit. That shit was on YouTube, and we supported it through watching YouTube, getting them ad revenue just by like consuming it and like giving them exposure. And then they got a Netflix deal. We didn't have to pay money to watch that shit and support them. We supported them through just being through the journey of watching it and enjoying it together, and it was free. Does that make sense?
But you technically are making them money because you're watching it because of the ad revenue.
Which is fine. Like, I'm fine playing Palworld for free, and I'm streaming it, and I'm putting out content for it.
But that's not how video games work.
And
video games, you can't just play a game for fucking free and then not have some sort of monetization behind it and a company make money.
If you were to want to do fucking microtransactions
but
there's
a whole nother debate going on with that where
Right.
it's predatory doing that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
now,
microtransactions is more scummy than fucking
fuck yeah.
So-
Fortnite's a scam.
Fortnite is predatory.
all those are fucking scams.
Diablo,
Yeah.
fucking
But-
FIFA, Madden, 2K, it's all the same shit. If
But
all
yeah,
those games were free and they were doing microtransactions,
That's all corporate, and I feel like this indie company is following that corporate blueprint, is what I'm saying. Which I don't.
They would be
support.
following the corporate blueprint if they made it free and then they did microtransactions to get certain
Which,
Pokemon
yeah, they'd
or
be doing
get
the
more
same shit.
Pokeballs
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like
More guns.
I feel
or
like,
more guns.
I feel like
or skins for your
I feel
fucking
like a
guns.
Patreon would be fine, and I feel like people that really supported them would donate.
You're on that Patreon hype.
Just
I think there's just people making a stupid excuse that they're not going to play the game because it's like they're not going to play or support it because it's similar
Yeah.
to another game. Like I think that's just a stupid fucking. I think that's a stupid thing.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Even if
Right.
even if it's the best game in the world and
Got
it's
two
fun,
right here.
I don't know.
Change battery?
On that note,
right.
yeah.
We're back from a very peaceful break. No
So,
debates happen. When we
The consensus that I got from our last spiel was haters gonna hate, and
I'll put this out, right? I fully disagree with people that are going on Twitter and going on hate rants and like shitting on the game, right? Right? I fully disagree with that, and I don't support that.
This doesn't just go for the game.
Like
I feel like this just goes for everything.
I don't fucking like that hater shit where they're publicly hating. But do not
what if
expect
they privately hate?
fucking
That's
that's
fine. You
fine.
can
They're
keep
not
your hate to
they're
yourself.
not putting that shit
Yeah,
out for the
that's
world
cool.
to see. Like my eyes aren't seeing that shit. But if you expect me to pay my money that I work for when I'm getting fucking bullied by the bully and I'm fucking tip night not good this night or I gotta pay rent here or I gotta pay insurance bill here, I'm not gonna spend no money that I worked my ass off for some shit you bit off another person. Like
That
when
sounds
Drake
really personal,
when
though.
Drake bit off X's flow off of Look At Me, I'm like, bro, what are we doing now? Like, you could have easily just hit him up like, yo, this shit is fire. Like, you want to jump on a remix, bro? Like, I love your discography. I love your songs. Like, let's jump on a remix together. Can I jump on? Boom. Done. Drake's on a fucking beat that he likes. He really got inspired by it. I was like, yo, I can spit on this. Help the fucking small creator out, which is fine, right? But if you're going to bite off some shit, because at the end of the day, Pokemon wasn't just some corporate entity when it first got created. It wasn't not the creator that started it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo's like, hey, I fuck with your shit. Let's go corporate together.
Well,
right?
It was a show first, and then it was
Right, but
game,
the
then it
creator
became a
came up with it with
card
himself, right? In Japan, right?
I'm not sure of the origin.
So it's like the Nintendo didn't just go steal their shit and like make their own Pokemon, or like another creator didn't steal his shit and go public with it, right? It's like if you wanna
well, how do you know the creator didn't go to Nintendo to expand?
right. So it's like at the end of the day, that person that had the idea, they had it as a solo person before they went corporate, right?
I think we just
Or
gotta
no?
go to Japan and get down to the bottom of this.
Shit,
and
I'm
find-
down.
Listen,
Go to
cherry blossom
Pokemon
season.
headquarters.
at the end of the day, this isn't big fish is eating little fish situation. This is
Yeah.
a little fish eating a big fish situation.
Yeah.
And I don't know why everyone's so distraught about that happening. Like I don't understand why that's like such a big
I think it's
discourse
just,
or a big
yeah.
deal. Because at the end of the day, it's like the big fish is gonna be a big fish no matter what. Like at the end of the day, like this little fish is not gonna really fucking do much to them because they're already a fucking established. But
I
that
think-
little fish doing that to the big fish, I feel like that acts as like a fucking reality check. Like, yo,
It's like a fuck you to them.
yeah, that's literally what it is. And like, there's people hating on it being a fuck you to them.
I
And
think
it's like,
some
why?
people are just like passionate about something they like, you know?
Which is fine. And I don't expect people to fucking just go spend money on stupid shit or just put their money wherever people are telling them to put it. Because at the end of the day, like everyone values their own money in their own different way, and they want to spend their money on whatever they want to spend it on, which is fine. It's okay.
I don't value Pokemon today as much as I did as the original episode.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, I rather buy the first Pokemon packs rather than like these new ones because one, I don't correlate to the nostalgia of like today's generational Pokemon.
Yeah.
But if I see like the original characters,
you saw like a OG like Mewtwo card, you'd crop that if it was a good deal.
Or if Detective Pikachu, like a movie came out, like if a Pokemon movie came out with the newer characters, I'm not as inclined to see that movie versus if it was.
But if you're seeing Charizard or Mewtwo in that shit, like, oh, bet,
right?
I can relate to this shit. Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be Charizard or Mewtwo. It could be fucking Magikarp or Jigglypuff. Yeah.
Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff is fire.
But yeah, I think that some people are just really passionate about certain subjects, and like when they see someone, like maybe some people don't like Pokemon with AKs. Right, like, and they're really passionate about Pokemon.
Which is
why
they're gonna say something.
Why
right?
does someone hate in the first place? Like in any topic.
But you know why? I don't think people would hate on it if it wasn't successful. I feel like the fact that it is so successful is why people want to fucking hate on it, and not why people now want to say something about it. But if it wasn't nearly as successful as it was, I don't think there'd be as much discourse around it.
I feel like they would just be like, oh, I knew that was gonna flop.
I think they'd still hate on it. They'd still be like, oh, that's what you get for trying to copy Pokemon. Because I know how that shit feels. Because, like, bro, some dipshit, like, when I was, like, first starting TikTok and stuff, just took my video, cropped my fucking watermark out of it, and posted it on his own account and got, like, 50K. When I was, like, just starting. I didn't hit, like, 13K or whatever. I was still, like, on the come up, like, 1, 2, 3K. And I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like,
you got 13K followers?
For my gaming channel, or on TikTok, but
good shit.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but I felt like shit. I'm like, bro, come on, you could have easily just like asked me to save it and repost it on your own account, tag me. I would have been fine with that. But you're just gonna steal my shit without asking me, and like you're taking away eyes from my own content to a page that isn't mine.
That's copy and paste versus like they copied.
Yeah.
Did a little drawing and then pasted.
Right.
And that's different too because he's taking directly from you. It's not like he's taking from like a company that you would be working under. He's literally taking directly from the creator itself. It's not. There's a different situation when it comes to that. I don't think that's the same thing.
So do you basically not want to protect someone that created something if they go big and go corporate because they're surrounded by a big entity that you don't really care that they put something out there that's original? Like if Buppy were to go big and like he signs a deal and someone bites off his fucking songs and like steals his flow, steals his fucking like and he stick it in my dick, then he lick it off his dick. Like, bro, when I shove it, I'm like, bro, and someone stole that song from him, I'd be livid.
But if their iteration of it is good, then why would I fucking hate on it? Like, yeah, it sucks that they took it, but at the end of the day,
they didn't even shout out like, hey, shout out Buppy because I did this. You know, they just did. Oh, I'm gonna steal this.
Wait,
shit.
Is that a song? I want to hear that song.
I got that shit on my phone, bro.
You sure you want to hear
that sus song? But
I mean,
I think some people are just passionate about it.
Okay, but at the end of the day, you could definitely rip something and it still be dog shit and fail and be garbage. Like for you to rip something and it be good is still an accomplishment in itself.
Wouldn't some of those people still shit on it? I still think they would. I'm not someone that.
There's gonna be people that shit on it regardless because it's ripping, and people are just against ripping in general.
Because I'm not someone that openly like goes out and hates on shit and comments it. Right. Yeah. I'm not someone that does that. I think that's a waste of time, but I'll defend shit that people are hating on it, people are hating on it, right? You know what I'm saying? I won't openly put out hate, but I'll defend like
if you agree with their opinion is what you're saying.
Yeah, like
if it's a valid opinion, but there's people. I feel like there's just people that are just gonna hate regardless,
right?
Whether something's successful or not. I feel like there's people that just want to hate, just because they hate seeing other people do shit.
Right. It's like like those TikTok or Instagram comments where like that one dude cuffs the girl they have a crush on. They have a parasocial relationship with like Livy Dunn or some shit. And it's like, oh, this is like fuck you, bro. Like that should have been me.
How did he pull her?
Right. Like so. I mean, I don't fuck with that shit because like that at the end of the day, those are two people. But I mean, I think it's the same concept with like Pokemon. Like it's not like we looking at Pokemon as this big thing, but it wasn't that at first, right? Like there's a creator like in Japan that created that shit, and he kind of went and he made himself big, right? And with his characters and his stories, right? I think you're still fighting off of him in a way, no?
He's already reaped all the benefits.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, like that fool's already loaded. He's set.
Because I'd feel some type of way if they made like a Naruto fucking game that's basically took shit from Naruto and like made their own thing and put guns and shit. I'd be like, nah, what the fuck is this? You know, I'd feel some type of way. I wouldn't go out and fucking hate tweet, but I would be like, I'm not gonna cop that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you can hate in your own peace and your own silence. Right. Like I feel like there's people that literally just want to spew it just to like get attention from it.
Let me ask you this: on those people that were putting hate comments on Twitter, did you go to their page? Did you go to their profile?
I'm not the type of person that is gonna like everything I've seen as far as like hate wise. Like it is probably a little bit more tailored towards like the videos I'm watching. But the guy I did watch, like it was just showing specific comments of like people saying stuff. So
just like highlighting what happened.
Yeah, like highlighting of like the popular
like
tweets
he's
of
not
people hating
scrolling
on.
Like,
I'm not going out of my way to find these people. Like
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck to do that. Like I don't care.
Okay.
It was just a video I watched, and it's something that's happening recently.
Oh, that someone else is highlighting.
That someone is talking about, that they're discussing about, and I was just kind of like inputting my own opinion on it. But like at the end of the day, bro, like I don't give a fuck. Like I just think the concept.
I feel like you give a little bit. I think fuck.
That boy gives a lot of fuck.
He gives hella fucks.
I don't give a fuck about the game. Is what I'm saying.
You give like a flying fuck.
I care
like
more.
A Charizard flying fuck.
No, okay. The way I should word it is this: I care more about the people that are just hating on shit to hate, rather than just fucking shutting their mouth and just hating in their own silence. Like, why do you have to put it out publicly? Like, who fucking cares? Literally, who cares? If you don't like something, don't like it in your own peace, and don't fucking spew it out just for other people to like your shit or just fucking get interactions or whatever, or get like a buzz out of people. I think that's just stupid.
So if you saw someone in a booth and they asked you to take a picture,
I'm gonna take their picture. I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
But is it?
I should have did that when I went to dinner. Damn it!
Yeah, that would have been funny.
I missed that.
That would have been funny as fuck.
Would you have taken it?
Fuck no, I wouldn't have taken it.
So he cares.
Not even when he's with a shorty and not like, two bros.
That'd be kind of fucked, bro. She's like, wait, Jerm, why isn't he taking our picture?
Fuck you! Just pull up the podcast, watch the whole segment there. This is why. 45 minutes later.
Why does he want to take our picture?
Nah, I'm a hater, but I'm a hater in my own silence. But I will speak on things that I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
You were too far about Camp Rock, bro. Or Let It Shine.
Yeah, but I'm not going on Twitter and be like, yo, Camp Rock is fucking lame as fuck. Who agrees with me?
Because most of our back and forth has just been like me being devil's advocate with you and kind of just picking your brain of like why you feel the way you're feeling.
But the only time I'm ever gonna hate on something is if it's like, if I'm cool with someone and I feel like I have that comfortability to do it. Or like,
but is this pod not going public and they're gonna see you hating on this episode or that episode?
I don't give a fuck.
So isn't that openly hating? You're just not tweeting it.
Just wait till the comments come in.
It's a more convenient
and
way
then
of
we're gonna
hating.
make a video about those highlights.
Oh, I'm gonna reply to every comment. Don't worry.
He's going to reply on his own personal account.
It's gonna be me as my pod account.
He's not gonna reply on our podcast account.
Just all of us on burners talking shit about him.
Yeah. I'm making sure I get my licks in. But yeah, I mean, y'all can call me a hater if you want, which is fine.
So no, because I'm the same way when it comes to like consuming movies and art. I don't like the whole Grammys. I don't like the Oscars. I just like movies that I like. Right? Yeah. So some movies that I like are they're Oscar nominated movies, or maybe they got nominated for best sound or whatever. But a good portion of my favorite movies are like, some of them could see as fun movies. Some of them could see as, oh yeah, I like that's an insightful movie. But like some of them didn't win awards, you know?
Yeah.
Well, all that award shit is just politicized bullshit.
Let me ask you this. Let's take, for example, what do you guys want to hear? The Terminator or the Jurassic Park?
Either two of those. I fuck with both of those franchises.
Wait, what?
Okay, so have you guys
Jurassic Park franchise or the Terminator franchise? Just like in general.
Which one do you guys want to hear an example of?
I know more about Jurassic Park.
Okay,
I know more about Jurassic Park.
All right, we'll go Jurassic Park.
Right.
So Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
OGs, originals.
Right.
Yep.
Now Jurassic World. Have you seen the newer Jurassic?
I like them.
I think I've seen the first one, but I didn't see the
Chris
other
Pratt
two.
doing his
Do
thing
you
on that shit.
feel like those are ripoffs or of the original? Because they're same concept, but like
It's still the same world though, no? And the original characters still make an appearance. So it's not really
eventually.
biting off of it. You know?
Well,
Well, they make references to it in the first Jurassic
I
World.
guess maybe it's a shitty example.
Right. Because that's just
Maybe Terminator. Because I was thinking more Terminator. There's one Terminator that just goes.
Oh, they stray away hella crazy in Terminator.
They stray away real
And-
crazy, and they
and I
they
don't
go
f-
like
and
two
I don't
different
fuck with
ways.
it. I don't
There's
fuck
like
with it.
Salvation or something with
I
an
didn't.
R.
I didn't watch that one, but I know there's one where like a random Terminator just pops up and just shoots John Connor, and then they have to make new characters now because by him shooting John Connor, everything from the first movies are retconned and they don't happen anymore because if John Connor's not alive to make the resistance against the Terminators, he can't go back and he can't send what's his name back
It's
in
kind
time.
of hard
in the
with
first one.
like time
Right.
movies.
So I didn't fuck with that where it's like, bro, you basically just erased all the old shit that we grew up on just for some fucking plot twists, you know?
But that movie still made money and still ripped off the original concept. But
Yeah.
even though they changed the
And
story,
and that's something where I didn't support it. I didn't even watch it type shit.
But is it a ripoff or is it just a reiteration?
more of a reiteration.
I feel like there's a difference.
Doesn't it retcons it? Oh, I mean, in terms of that Terminator movie, it retcons everything.
What does retcon mean? I don't know what
it
that
basically
word is.
just like takes
I-
it.
Negates?
I digress.
It takes it away. It basically erases it.
I digress.
He digresses.
I know that's what the movie does. It
Okay,
digresses.
It digresses everything. Yeah.
Oh, like you're just disagreeing with how the movie goes.
No,
Like, you're
no.
just-
I digress means like forget everything what I just said. It doesn't mean shit. Now something new is coming.
So, yeah, like negating it pretty much.
So John Connor is like he's the main man. He's the leader of the resistance. He sent a guy in the future to protect himself, or no, to protect his mom from a Terminator killing his mom.
Okay.
But if he dies in a later movie as a kid, that first movie didn't fucking happen because he's not alive to send that dude back in time. So that means that what the world is now is going forward, and John Connor is no more. Like that future, that timeline is gone, and like they're making these new characters that are pretty shit if we're being honest in terms of like how people perceive them. Like they're not really written well, I guess.
Yeah.
So they like the John Connor, they like Sarah Connor, they like all the OG characters. But by them doing that, they basically just erased all the old shit from like the original like movies.
So I don't think that's a ripoff. That's just
That's
just
not
a reiteration.
that's
And
just
it's just a very
fucking-
shitty reiteration. That's really all it
That's
comes
just
down
fucking
to.
it up, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's different.
But
Yeah. Anyways,
I
just had a
wanted
thought
to
on
jump
that.
back to the movie thing where you kind of did the whole child actor route, and now you're kind of more in the production side of things. Would you ever go back and like be a part of the on-screen things or no? Or are you kind of just done with that? Like, I did
no,
my
I
thing.
definitely would be on screen, and for a couple of my projects, I would be in the background. Like I
Right.
don't know, I showed Kyle one of my student films.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed one of the bathroom scenes in the restaurant. I was a server. I was like the little.
Oh, seriously?
I was,
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
well,
even see that.
I was blurred out, and you're not supposed to see me,
because it's supposed to highlight the person
the
in
character.
front, and then
But
the
like
rest-
we
yeah.
just wanted the ambiance of a restaurant,
Right.
And like so we had like two people sitting down, and they were the same two people that were in the movie theater.
Oh, what the
from the
fuck?
previous scene.
That's
That's
cool. I
kind of
didn't
dope. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but perfect. That's what we were going for,
Yeah.
because we don't want you to know that.
Right.
But yeah. So I have acted in projects that I've done recently, and even in a music video. I was the music video concept was this girl going to an open mic night, and she's with the date, and like I'm doing a comedy open mic, but like in the end when it's her turn to do the open mic, that's when like the music video starts.
It's kind of like a build
So
up
like
to the music
so
video.
like prior to like the video actually starting, like there's a scene of me.
It's like a skit type of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So prior to her doing her music video portion, there was a skit of me doing an open mic of comedy.
How'd it go?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
fun.
And like in the actual video, like you don't like I'm not that prevalent because it jumps straight into it. But there just needed to be that background back and forth to like get the concept of like she's going to the open mic.
Yeah.
So, yes, I like to answer your question. I'll act.
Right. Yeah, because I know some people, like, they'll kind of be exposed to it, like, fuck that. I just want to be behind the screen, you know, or behind the camera. Like,
I would prefer to be behind the camera.
Right.
I like a little limelight. I'm a Leo. I like the spotlight.
Because me personally, I think it'd be really cool, like, as an editor, to, like, see this credits after the movie. Like, you know how people stay to watch, like, the end credit scene for Marvel movies.
Yeah.
To see my name, like, oh, Dimitri, he did the VFX editing. Like, that'd be kind of dope. Like, hey, that's me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I liked about produce. Like, you still get a credit for producing,
Right.
or you still get a credit.
You're actually your font is bigger too.
Yeah.
You get that shit like on the front.
I have a project coming out on the 30th,
Mhm.
and I'm the executive producer on that project. And mine's the biggest.
That's big
Oh.
font for Big Germ. Bro.
I have the first executive producer credit. One, because I invested more, and two, just put more effort.
Mhm.
In
You
that
earned that
regards.
title.
In a sense, yes.
Why, in a sense?
As far as an executive producers fund the film or fund the project, so I put more money in. So I don't want to say I earned it because I just paid more money for it.
He paid to
The
win.
pay to win.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, those microtransactions.
They got him. They fucking got him. They got him, Dimitri.
While we
But-
were on the topic of movies, did you guys think of your top 5 favorite movies or no?
Oh yeah.
Why do we keep going top 5? Top 5 is so many.
Or just fucking
give
favorite
me
movies.
top-
That's just a common phrase. Like, welcome to Watch Mojo, like, type shit. You know? Like,
Oh yeah, shout out Watch Mojo.
like, Jerm, are there any, like, movies, like, that inspired you to kind of, like, work on certain projects and stuff? Like, what were, like, some favorite movies of yours, like,
Well,
growing up?
I feel like I want to hear these guys' favorite movies.
I'm kind of giving them time to think.
Justine.
You know?
Okay, so ask your question one more time.
Just what were some of your favorite movies growing up? Or just now?
So the whole reason I even got into production, or like why my mom encouraged me, or I don't want to say forced, but highly encouraged me to pursue child acting.
Yeah.
Is as a kid I would watch. Let's see. Top Gun. I watched Top Gun.
Okay.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And after I watched that movie, I'm like, Mom, I want to be a jet fighter. I want to be a jet pilot.
Yeah.
Moving forward, and I think I mentioned this prior on one of the prior podcasts of like how my journey into film occurred is,
Right.
and then I watched like Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, and I was like, oh, I'm going to
Funny
be a
movie.
lawyer,
Funny as fuck.
and so on and so forth. Happy Gilmore. Okay, so favorite
That's a
movies,
good one.
anything by Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey, top movies.
What was that one where he's in the simulated show, the
Truman Show.
The Truman Show. That shit
Oh,
is good.
such a good movie.
It's kind of scary. It kind of questions your reality.
Have you seen You, Me, and Dupree? Or the You, Me, and Dupree?
I don't know about that one. I like
It's-
Inception.
It's Jim
Because-
Carrey.
mhm.
He's a Rhode Island sheriff,
Hmm.
and he has schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finds a girl that's on either under protection. Somehow he ends up with the girl that he has to like protect or like transport.
Like witness protection.
Right. And then it's him and then his schizophrenia guy. So he's like a
Wait, so he himself is schizophrenic.
yes.
Okay, so he'll flip and he'll forget that he's protecting her or some
No,
shit?
he doesn't flip. He turns into like more of a badass. Like I don't need to obey by the law to be the law.
So he turns into like Kanye West.
He turned. Yes, he turns into a badass motherfucker
Okay.
that just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Versus like his real ego is like kind of more timid, but like by the book.
Right. No, but yeah, I like the Truman Show because like he's like implanted into that world, and like it's a fake world, and he's living through it, and he finds the truth. I like that it kind of questions his whole. It questions your reality of like, oh, are we living in a simulation, or is this real? Is this fake?
Mm-hmm.
And I like Inception too because it questions your way of thinking and your questions your reality as well. Where it's like, damn, okay, is this a dream? Is this not a dream? You know, I like the whole concept of like going into your subconscious and like having worlds of like where you're dreaming and you can control it with like, and you see that with like lucid dreaming. Like you've heard like that concept of like
Yeah.
controlling your
Bro,
dream and shit.
I've had some crazy dreams lately.
Right.
I don't know why.
That imagination is kicking in.
Bro, my dreams, like, I'll be waking up. I'm like, did I really just dream that? It's not safe for the podcast. So.
Yeah, I could agree with mine too. Mine are definitely not safe.
Okay. Well, I mean, I heard you actually dream like every single night, but some of them you just don't remember at all because it's just unmemorable. So like if the dream is strong enough,
I want to say you dream every night. I feel it
because your brain's always
going to REM.
It's always functioning. Like, even when you go to sleep, it's dormant, but it's not. It doesn't ever turn off. Does that make sense?
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But as far as getting dreams, I feel dreams happen in. Is it REM sleep?
Well, that REM sleep is a part of it where you like sleep paralysis happens during REM sleep because your eyes kind of open and you see shit that like a chair and that kind of looks as a figure.
I thought REM sleep was like when you're like actually like super deep into sleep where your body is literally like resting, like your mind is like not even really active.
I think that's just when
I think REM sleep actually
REM sleep.
like I know a big part of REM sleep is like if you sleep where like your eyes are kind of open, you like your brain is on still but you're sleeping.
Your brain never turns off.
So it'll register.
I mean, yeah, but it gets to a point
so
where
it'll register shit that you're seeing in reality, like in real time, and it doesn't have anywhere to like understand it. So it just puts those images in your brain.
Are you sure that's REM sleep though? Because I don't think that's REM sleep.
I'm pretty sure at least a version of REM sleep is that because my fucking little cousin used to get like REM sleep all the time and just freak out every time he wakes
that
up.
sounds more like
I think you're mixing
lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I feel like you're mixing two
Well,
topics.
lucid dreaming is
into one.
where you control your dream.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think
It's you have total control of what you do in the world of your dream. That's
I think
dreaming.
Okay, then you might be thinking of like sleep paralysis.
Like
then.
no, REM sleep is like total. I mean, people have different versions of where sleep paralysis comes from. Sometimes they say it's demonic or other shit, right?
I'm looking up the definition of REM sleep.
But I'm pretty sure REM sleep's like if you kind of sleep with your eyes somewhat open and
rapid eye movement sleep is the stage of sleep where most dreams happen.
Right. So
names comes from how your eyes move behind your eyelids while you're dreaming. During REM sleep, your brain activity looks similar to brain activity while you're awake.
So kind of along that line, right?
Yeah, I guess
with
you're
your
right.
whole eyes and shit. Because
you said your eyes are open.
Well, he said they were like kind of open.
Sometimes your eyes will like kind of be open, you'll kind of see through it, and and my fucking cousin will be tweaking, like his eyes like moving up and down, like that rapid eye movement.
Yeah,
it's doing that, and his eyes are somewhat open. So like him probably seeing me, my sister, my other cousins, he's probably tripping out because he sees all these figures, and like his brain is still like flipped on in a way.
It's like trying to process it, but
it just can't.
Yeah.
So it probably showed some other shit that he probably didn't
Some
want.
fucking insane shit.
He was like 3, so.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Right. So, but no, I like that whole concept of like questioning your whole reality. So like movies like that, I like those. So what else? I liked.
Have you guys had time to think of your top movies? Top 5 movies?
Dude, anytime anyone ever asks me that question, I never have an answer for them because I don't have like a definitive movie when it comes to.
Do you have favorite movies in each category?
The thing is, like, I can't think of a specific movie. I'm one of those people where it's like I'll get into a specific type of movie for a time period, and then I'll move on to like another type of movie. But like, my all-time favorite type of movies are thriller movies. Like that's.
So like, what are your favorite thrillers?
Have you ever seen Los Escritos en los Ojos? The Secret in Their Eyes?
No.
You love that one.
Have you seen The Strangers?
Yes. I think
that's kind of more thriller horror.
The Strangers is the one where it's they break into their house, right?
Yeah. Home invasion shit.
Yeah, the home invasion one. Yeah. I've seen that one before. That one's but movies like that, I fuck with movies like that.
Yeah, and it's not like your typical horror movie where it's like, oh, bad guy. It's like it's like, oh shit.
It's like a build up.
It's creepy.
What about have you seen Bird Box?
Yeah, I've seen Bird Box.
That was good.
It was a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But I wouldn't rank it up there like in the top. Like
it did have it had moments, but it didn't have like a full like, oh, that shit was good.
A Quiet Place, I like that as a thriller. That was a good one.
A Quiet Place is good, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention that one next. I feel like I get those. Okay, so Bird Box is where they're blindfolded.
Yeah, and they're going
and they're like floating down a river.
You can't like open your eyes and look at the fucking entity or whatever.
And then A Quiet Place is where it's like foggy and there's like actual monsters.
And you have to be quiet because they have really strong hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they live on a farm and they have like sand so that they don't make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, A Quiet Place is a good movie. You know they're coming out with a third one?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They came out with a second one?
The second one was it did really well.
Was that the one where they're in the store?
There's probably some scenes with that, but I know there was
Or is
some.
that the first one?
No, that might
There
be
was
the
some
first one.
flashbacks with John Krasinski.
Yeah.
And in the so there was like a town. I don't know if you're thinking about that.
It was like the kids.
It was flashbacks to when the whole outbreak first started.
Yeah.
So in the second movie, they go back to like before the monsters like even came, or like when they first came.
You want to hear which movie I was like, give me my money back? I was pissed.
What
Which one
movie?
is that?
Cloverfield.
Which one?
Which one? The original one?
The first one.
With the big monster?
You know what's funny as
where
fuck?
it's POV and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
shaky cam.
dude,
You know what's funny as fuck?
shit.
My grandparents did the same
Yeah, that's what I
exact
thought.
thing. That's so funny they mentioned that because they literally told me the same thing. That they went to go see the movie and they walked out.
Yeah, I walked out and then I saw it again on like Spike TV or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still want my
Not
money
a,
back.
not a lot of fucking movies can nail the first person mode. I think the only one that really did it well was
Blair Witch?
maybe I'd say Paranormal Activity, the first one.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity, the first one's really
That
good.
was pretty spooky. I was like,
Have you seen? It's an action movie and it's POV of this dude. He's shooting guns the whole time.
Is it Doom?
And
I know the video game Doom is first person. I don't know.
it's not Doom. It's like a shooter movie, and it's like POV the whole time. It's just like John Wick, but like imagine if the camera was on his chest.
Is this
I
like a
don't
newer
know
movie
that
or
one.
older?
It's like 2012.
There's one movie. It's called like Gamer, and like the person playing the game is actually
No,
controlling.
that was a good movie.
That was a good one.
I don't know what that is.
He's basically like he's in real life. Like they're real people.
You never seen Gamer?
No.
Dude,
Oh,
it's pretty
dude,
fire.
that one's fire.
It's really that
so,
good?
So
It's good.
they're real people, but someone is behind the screen controlling them with the controller, and they're fighting real people, like shooting real people in real life. So if you die in that game, you're dead. Like,
So it's like literally if life was a simulation.
right?
Yes, and then they have another simulation. Imagine like Sims,
Yeah.
but like I get paid to be a Sim, and you're playing me.
Ooh,
And
that's kind of a cool
You
concept.
could talk to the person controlling too. Like, so he's like, "Yo, someone's behind me. Turn me around," and he'll turn around
What the
and go,
fuck? That's
Like,
cool as
and-
fuck.
and, like,
because he has a headset, so
Yeah.
he can hear you.
Like I don't want to say if you're gay, but like imagine if you were gay and like I'm not, but you could like make me go up to another dude and like be like I'm like totally under your control. That's what happens. Like
too much power.
Listen,
well-
I'm glad you didn't assume I was
in-
gay.
in-
I appreciate it.
Oh, you don't want to give me a controller, guy.
It's
Well,
game over
in the
after
movie.
that.
I don't want to ruin the
You're
movie. for you.
implementing yourself in that game, so
Watch the movie and you'll know what I mean.
Circle for chess circle.
But the movie I was talking about is called
Press square to interact with the bicep.
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore. I have never seen
Hardcore
it.
Henry. I never watched it because it looked like it just. I saw the trailer and it just looked like a headache.
Mm.
It just looked like so much. Like
Yeah, some shaky cam is too
there's
much.
too much going on.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
so thrillers. Do you have any other genres that you like really enjoy those movies?
I like crime movies, like mafia movies. I'm really into
Stole
those.
my answer.
What was gonna be your answer?
Crime
Like
movies.
was there like a specific one though?
Which
that you
ones are
think
your
of?
favorite in the crime genre?
Probably like the classic, Boys in the Hood,
Okay.
Paid in Full. I can't get any other ones off the top of my head. but,
He's like, yeah, the crime one. That's what I'm doing.
American
what-
Gangster.
what's the one with Tupac?
oh, Juice.
Juice.
Yeah, Juice is
yes,
fire,
Juice
too.
is fire. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Juice.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Are you talking about like mob movies too? Like,
Just any like type of crime.
'Cause there's
Have
some
you
pretty
have
good-
you seen
have you seen Collateral
It's with
Mm-mm.
with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx?
Fucking Tom Cruise.
not Goodfellas.
That shit was kind of good because Tom Cruise plays like
Oh.
the villain, and he usually is always like the hero, but he was playing like the villain, and Jamie Foxx is like the hero of that movie. But that was pretty good. It was a pretty good crime movie.
A Bronx Tale.
I've seen clips, but I have not watched the full
Mhm.
movie.
Bro, watch A Bronx Tale. It's like Italian mob.
Yeah, but it teaches
Good.
a lot of principles and
Oh,
yeah.
such a good one.
Why do I feel like I've seen that before? Did they go to jail in that movie? And
Yeah,
then
they're
did they
eating
get out of
lobster.
jail? Did they eventually get out of jail and then they like go back to their ways or whatever? I feel like me and my ex watched that.
Possibly. I just know they do go to jail, but they're eating lobster, and it's like
Yeah.
a big jail cell.
That's what I feel like I've
Like-
seen that movie before. I'm pretty sure me and my ex watched that
good.
movie.
It's
yeah.
good.
No, mob movies are good. Like Shark Tale, when the sharks they're like the mob.
Fucking
I
Shark
love
Tale.
that shit, bro. Hey, stop hating, bro. Will
a-
Smith was a national treasure in that movie.
There's a
Before he was a
Bronx
cuck.
Tale. There's another
Camp Rock.
one.
Camp
in
Rock,
Camp
High School
Rock?
Musical.
It's a mafia.
When they battled the two camps. The camps battling, like rap battling each other.
Oh my god.
That's it. Like crime. Like that's your favorite genre.
Yeah. I don't have. My brain is completely fried from the copious amounts of marijuana I've smoked throughout my childhood. So, I don't have the greatest recollection of movies and TV shows.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
But I can tell you my favorite TV show though.
Shit.
Go
Name
for
it.
it.
Man, I'm basic. I'm Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
That was
easily.
good.
Did you like the ending?
I didn't mind the ending.
Okay.
Did you watch Peaky Blinders?
No, my
You-
friend Jose
I
watched
watched
it
the
though.
first 3
Love
episodes.
Peaky Blinders. I feel
Because it's
you
like the
would.
same type of concept, right?
You
It's
fucking
like,
with my brother. Don't fucking talk
Okay.
to my brother.
no, I actually cannot get behind British accents. I don't know why.
Here comes
So
the hater.
Here comes another hater clip, guys. Get this one clip. Another hot take right here.
Here we go again.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do the British accents, dude. It's one of those things where if I hear it too much, it just starts to irk me.
We on episode 8. Episode 8 is gonna be a hate train of fucking Pokemon, Peaky Blinders,
What's there's a show.
Disney.
I'm sorry.
There's a show. Who plays not Johnny Depp? Who's in Pirates of the Caribbean? Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom, yeah.
He's in a British show, but it's with fairies, and it's like
is it like fairy tales based on a like true? No.
it's like humans versus like fairy tales. and-
Tinkerbell.
I'm looking it up.
It's like Captain Hook's fighting, right?
But it's like Peaky Blinders meets.
Oh my
I know there's
Tinkerbell.
one called like
Meets
Once Upon a
wow.
Time. It's like real takes on like the fairy
Fairy tales?
movies. I think
That sounds.
Carnival Row.
I haven't seen it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you're interested in Orlando Bloom, fucking Tinkerbell.
Fucking Tinkerbell.
What?
Yeah, he fucks a
Orlando
fairy.
Bloom fucks Tinkerbell.
He
Yeah.
fucks a
That is
fairy?
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know if I'm interested in that.
Yeah, that sounds like some.
This boy might
It's
be
not
the-
all of it.
Whoa.
That sounds like some
yourself, buddy.
fantasy type shit.
Speak for yourself,
It,
buddy.
it is
did.
fantasy, but it's like
No, you spoke
live
for
action
myself.
drama, and it's like
Speak for
gritty.
yourself.
It's like Peaky Blinders style.
Yeah.
So like the fairies are gangs and shit.
Yes, it's like race. It's like
Okay.
race hate.
Wow.
Like, have you seen Bright
I've seen some of it.
with like Will Smith and the orcs?
Nor.
It's like a cop movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen all of it. I've seen parts of it though, like some of the action sequences.
Very
Oh, the one that was on Netflix.
Yes.
I didn't watch it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So Game of Thrones. Any other ones?
Fucking Narcos. I love.
heard good things about Narcos.
Narcos is
Did-
so good.
All of Narcos or just season 1?
All of it.
Even the season.
Even Mexico. Narcos Mexico. All
Okay.
of Narcos was good, but I think season 1, the cast was probably the best cast that they had.
Mm.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna switch it up.
Yeah, go.
Did you see Sons of Anarchy?
No, but that was another show I was gonna end up watching. Either that or I was gonna watch.
That's on your top list. Or not top list, like your
It's-
top list.
I
top
respect.
list.
I respect this show.
It's an iconic
It's
show.
a good one.
Yeah.
There used to be another show where it was a mom and 3 sons, and they would do crime together. It was like a crime syndicate, but it was a family. Oh, what is that one called?
I can't.
They were
really
all
think
like
of it.
surfer bros.
Surfer Bros.
You're not talking about like Point Break, the movie, right?
It's like Point Break, but like imagine a series.
Cause yeah, I'd say for mine, like we talked about Ted Lasso, that's up there for me. Probably one of my favorite shows. How I Met Your Mother's pretty good. I love the social dynamics of that show, and it's not on some like Friends shit or or other shows along that genre. You know, it's kind of original in its own way.
Oh,
right?
Animal Kingdom.
Okay, yeah, I've seen like clips of it, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's such a good series.
But yeah, what other show is pretty good?
Is Point Break the one where they're two stoners and their girlfriend gets captured?
No, basically,
Which one is that
it's like
one?
a heist movie.
Okay,
They do all types of heist shit.
Have you guys seen that one where it's like two stoners and then this dude kidnaps their girlfriend? It's like both their girlfriend.
No.
What is?
Wait, it's both their girlfriend. They're sharing the same girlfriend.
Yeah.
What in the Will Smith?
That's another good one.
Honestly, The Walking Dead before they kill my Asian king.
That was honestly probably one of the most brutal deaths I've ever seen.
That was a pretty good show.
Which one?
On anything.
Walking Dead, when they killed.
I never
spoiler
can't get
Glenn.
into zombies.
I mean, it strayed very far away from zombies at some point.
This one show is like a CW show, the 100.
The 100, yeah, I used
That
to
show
watch
was
that.
good, and then they fucked it at the end. I heard.
Yep.
I didn't watch the latest seasons.
Oh,
But
As soon as the world ended,
Yeah.
like when the actual world
I think they
ended,
should
it fucked it.
They should have ended it off when the group like Octavia, Octavia and fucking Bellamy and Clark and stuff. They get to that new world, boom, ends. Like,
Yeah, I know.
You can have your own imagination
Interpretation
of
of
like,
what it would
okay,
be.
do they start fresh and it's a new world and they just rebuild some humanity? Is there another civilization there? Let us like kind of have that picture in our head and end it there. And like instead of like, oh no, this is actually what happened. We're gonna make your characters act different and they're gonna change the way they act. And then they fucked it up. I heard. I don't know if I got to finish it to make that jump to that conclusion. But that's what I.
No, they fucked it up.
Okay.
have you guys played that game Two Guns?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, so the movie that I was talking about is called Savages.
Mm.
Pot growers Ben and Chon face off against the Mexican drug cartel who kidnapped their shared girlfriend. Pot growers Ben and Chon face off. Yeah, that's the plot.
Wait, so Two Guns is a game? I thought it was. I thought it was a different name. Like, were you?
is it?
Is it Payday or some shit? I don't fucking know. Or there's a.
Oh no, Two Guns is a movie.
But I know that game you're talking about, like the two brothers that like fight. They shoot like a bunch of like enemies and shit.
Yeah, there's
is
a
it-
different name for it.
I don't know what that
It's like
game.
Army of
ma-
Two.
With the
Army of
mask.
Two. Army of Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the mask, right?
Yeah, Army of Two.
Imagine that game.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
No,
Tom Cruise.
but in a movie form.
Hey, Mark Wahlberg got some hits, bro.
Mark Wahlberg does.
I was watching Shooter the other day. That's a pretty good one. It's like a war movie.
I think the one where it's like I think it's Lone Survivor. Is that what it's
That's
called?
a good one
That's
too.
a good ass movie.
That's one of my favorite, like based on a true story, like
Mhm.
like soldier, army, like military movies.
I fuck with military movies too, to an
Yeah.
extent. Like I feel like once it gets like too realistic is when I kind of stray away
No,
from them.
I like them too. I grew up on like just learning about like Apache helicopters and like the weaponry they had, what engines they had, like all the fighter jets, like the F-22 or the F-15,
Yeah.
or the F-18, like Hornet, like seeing all those like on film was dope. Like seeing like Top Gun Maverick and they were using Super Hornets instead of like Tomcats. That was dope. And you see like all the new generation, like how the flight scenes look now looks way cooler.
But see, like once it starts getting that realistic, I don't know why I just kind of stray away from that type of movie. Like I like dramatized.
So like a Saving
Military
Private
movies.
Ryan kind of vibe.
Yeah, where it gets like it's like insane. But
Saving
I
Private Ryan's like
it's
realistic.
pretty
but
realistic
it's
in a
it's like
sense.
dramatized also. Like there's definitely parts of it where it's like over dramatic and
right,
it's
like being blown up right next to them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like when it gets to like a simulation type movie, where it's like a military movie. I think wasn't like Zero Dark 30 kind of like that, where it was like the night cams, and then it was just very.
Zero Dark 30 is the one where it's like about.
I think it's about Bin Laden.
Killing Bin Laden.
Yeah, wasn't Zero Dark 30 kind of like that though? Like they were filming through like night cams and everything, and it was like real military operations that they were doing.
I feel like that was dramatized. Or no, what am I thinking? American Sniper. Have you seen American Sniper?
Or
yeah.
you're
Is that the
thinking
one
of
where he like jumps on the grenade? Which one or is that Zero Dark 30? One of them at the end, someone jumps on a grenade, and I was
Active
like,
Valor maybe.
Why do I think?
maybe it was Active,
Active
Valor.
Valor is pretty good, but
don't know what
I don't
that
remember
movie
it
is.
too heavily either. But
But I think when movies like military movies are dramatized, I find them more interesting like that. Just because it's like I don't know, the scenes
Like,
just get so tense, and
Fury
it's
was good with the
like,
tank.
bro, Fury was so good.
Oh yeah, when he gets shot.
He comes out. He comes out like the tank at the top towards the end. He gets fucking sniped in the eye. Like, bro, that was so sad.
And dude, and fucking Brad Pitt, the whole cast was killed it.
Yep.
They had Shane in that shit.
That was a
Shane.
They had Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yo, it was
They had who was the Hispanic guy? He's in Narcos Mexico too.
He's also in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that fucking whole.
Oh, he was a little comedy
They had
relief, huh?
Yeah.
And, that one
Yeah.
kid too. He's in
I don't know who the main kid is. The young
he's
kid.
in a bunch of movies and a bunch of shows. I forgot what his name is, but he did well too.
Yeah, I think that whole movie was just great, especially for the concept it was and how small the cast was.
Even like the scenes were good. The storyline was good.
Dude, you know what was heartbreaking? Where he met that, I think it was the German girl, the Jewish girl, and they were like eating in the house.
Oh,
and then
I think they were in France. No.
I don't know exactly.
I think it takes place in like, actually, it might take place in Berlin.
That's what I thought. Berlin, right?
Yeah, I think it's German.
Okay.
I think she was something, and she might have been German.
I don't think she was German though, because the fucking Germans just blew that fucking house up.
Dude, it was so sad whenever that scene happened, because it's like, because he didn't let the guy tell him to like get the fuck out of the house or something like that, and he didn't even get to say goodbye to her or. No, because he told him not to get like attached to her or to like.
No, he was saying, if you don't go in that room, I will. And then so he.
No, but I'm saying after that, like after that whole thing, the reason why he left the house was because they were saying like, oh, we have to leave, like don't get attached to this person.
They had to leave to go like continue like towards the battlefield, towards
the
home front.
And we're in a war zone. Like,
and he was trying to. I think he was trying to give her like a number or something to reach her, or like tell her to go somewhere to meet him somewhere after the thing was over, and then literally as soon as he's about to go do it, fucking building just gets blown up and she just gets destroyed in like the midst of it, and it was just bro, it was so heartbreaking.
We gotta put some spoiler alerts before we drop this.
Man, that movie's from 2016. If you ain't seen it, then I don't know what to tell you.
But no, to me that the saddest scene.
Well,
hi.
To me, the saddest part was the ending when they could have just left the fucking tank and like kept going on foot. But Brad Pitt's like, nah, fuck that, I'm staying. And none of them have the heart to just leave him behind and like basically let him die.
Yeah.
So they all fucking stay. Even though it's a suicide mission, they all fucking stay to help him.
But it was still a happy ending though, because the German soldier saw the guy under the tank and he let him go.
Live. But is it really a happy ending if like 1 out of 8 real dudes fucking died? You know.
I mean, yeah, it's not a happy ending, but at least there was like some sort of silver lining to it.
But no, that's just like that warrior mindset of like, you know, sometimes they don't have the tactical retreat in them. Like they don't have that.
Wow.
They only go forward. The only push forward is. Sometimes you bite more than you can chew. You know.
Did you guys
Sometimes it does
see
happen.
Hacksaw? What's the one?
Oh, with the
Hacksaw
Spider-Man you
Ridge?
hate so much, with Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that where he's like the medic or something?
And he
shit?
saved
Yeah,
all the
that's
fucking
like-
soldiers.
he doesn't shoot.
Yeah, that's the one I.
That
was
movie's
thinking
fire.
Of, like earlier
Yeah.
of a really good movie that I liked.
What did you think about 1914? I think that's what it was called. Where it's like the one continuous shot
That
the
shit
entire
is
movie.
beautiful.
Bro.
I was
What?
just about to talk about that.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
No.
You've not seen that?
Yeah, it takes
1914?
place in like World War One.
When did this come out?
Like
probably 2021, maybe 2020.
maybe 19?
Oh, maybe 19, honestly. Before the pandemic, for sure.
Yeah, it was before the pandemic. I saw it in theaters in the Dolby surround sound. Bro, it was, oh my God, that movie was so fucking good.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay.
We're not saying shit.
But
I'm watching that
the
one.
main
1914.
concept of the movie is that it's shot in one entire complete shot. Like
I'm surprised I haven't heard of this movie.
it was really big for its time. Like it actually got nominated for a lot of Grammys.
2018 to like 2021, I was like really focused on me, and I was like really oblivious to the outside.
Like out of touch with
so
like
literally
media and
the
stuff.
set is like all one line. So like they start off the set there and they keep going in one line. And like I'm sure
no spoilers.
I'm sure there's probably still cuts,
Nah,
but like in terms of like
I'll
the
figure
camera
that
work,
out for myself.
But it's all one line.
I got you. For everyone that hasn't seen 1914, I got you.
It is 1914, right?
It might be 12.
I was thinking maybe 12
Yeah,
also. It's one of those. It's either 1912 or 1914. But 1912 sounds
I think it's 12.
1912 sounds more familiar. But dude, there's one scene. Do you remember the scene?
Shut up.
I'm not gonna spoil it, Dimitri. Do you remember? Do Do you remember the scene where they were like
1917?
17? Wow, I was way off.
1917 is the 2019 British
I actually
war
think
film.
that it was it's just actually like it's like what's it called? Not the butterfly effect. Fucking what's the other one?
That was a
What's
good
the other one?
movie.
What's the other one? Not the butterfly effect. It's like where you switch dimensions. The what effect? Something effect. The
There's
Mandela?
only the butterfly
the
effect.
Mandela effect, where it seems that way, but it
Oh
wasn't. that
yeah,
way.
yeah, I know what you're
Like,
talking
you mix
about.
your dates, you're like, wait, what?
Like something like used to be called this thing or used to look
Right.
like this, but
Like-
now it like doesn't.
Like, I didn't lose all my confidence in 2019. That shit was actually 2018. Wait, what? I didn't graduate in 2019. I graduated a different year.
I think that's might
Is
just
that
be
when you
delusion.
graduated?
The fruit of the loom, like the cornucopia wasn't there.
I graduated high school in 2012.
I was 2019 kid.
Our
2016.
the world was supposed to end. Like
Oh, in 2012.
we're designing concepts for like sweatshirts, and it was supposed to be like the world is like we're graduating 2012. And it's supposed to be like all the classmates on a plane, like, and then on the back is like we're going out with a bang, and the world just like exploded.
Oh god.
Why does that?
It didn't get.
I don't know
approved.
why, but that just reminds me of like 9/11 or some shit, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like in hindsight that is
the
like.
T-shirt didn't get approved. But
Yeah, I
just
don't think
know
it would.
I came out. I was like, let's just have us all like on a graduating instead of like a bus, like a graduating plane, and we're all like throwing our caps outside like a plane, and we're just like traveling the world, and then on the back we're going out with a bang.
Dude, that just sounds like some 9/11 shit. I'm not even gonna lie. That's fucked. Glad that one didn't get approved.
Yeah.
That was Dream's idea.
Yeah, it was like,
You
yeah,
pitched that idea.
Damn it!
Fuck.
We lost by 2 votes.
The teachers voted, so they didn't win. It's like,
Oh
rig
man.
the
You know-
fucking balance.
one of my last quotes. This is kind of like super off topic. One of the last quotes one of my favorite teachers ever gave me before like my end speech. He's like, "High school's like a fart in the wind."
I know. I think you said that one before.
I think it was faded again.
I think so. Yeah.
Such a good one. Such a good quote.
Fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And life farts in your fucking face.
That shit comes right back
Where-
at you.
Where's your ass
That
coming
shit's
out
stanky.
of? Oh. So, favorite movies? Top 5.
Fuck the favorite movies. I don't have
Oh,
one.
do you guys have a movie that you like despise or like you want your money back?
Despise or have my money back?
Is there one movie you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
There was definitely a recent movie that I went to go see that was like that. And I'm trying to think about it because I saw it in theaters and I was like, damn, this shit was not fucking worth the money. You know what it was? It was the I think it was Halloween 2020.
Oh,
Not the newest one,
I could have told you that.
dude. But I'm like I was getting into horror at that time, and I never really watched the original ones. I knew about them, but I never really went to go see them. And I don't know, that one just like piqued my interest. I was like, fuck it, let's go see it. And then everything was good with the movie up until the end. As soon as they start beating the shit out of him on the ground,
He doesn't die.
and they start stabbing the fuck out of him, and he just sits there like he's dead. And then like 20 seconds later, you just hear the fucking music start playing.
My cousin hates that movie, The Passion. Yeah.
And then he just gets back up and just starts
fuck are you not dying?
fucking them up. Like he just starts taking, he takes an axe and just starts killing everyone. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker's not
Sounds
dead.
fire.
Spoiler alert.
I was like, bro, they beat the fuck out of him. They stabbed the shit
heard
out
they
of
shot
him.
him, right?
They shot him, bro. They did everything they could, and they literally they sat there and they waited for him to like make a move or get back up, and nothing was happening. And as soon as they start walking away, music just starts playing, and it's just, I'm like, bro, like, come on, just dead this shit.
Halloween. That's Mike Myers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Mike Myers, Jason, or Freddy Krueger?
I don't care if you got Freddy's drip on.
Mike Myers.
No, Jason fucks everyone up.
Mike Myers.
But I mean, if we're talking Mike Myers, the one you just saw, I don't think
unkillable.
anyone could beat him.
He's literally unkillable.
Because what? Freddy versus Jason. Jason killed Freddy.
Did he?
Yeah. Chopped fucking his head off. And he's like smiling with his head's off. But he won the battle.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan.
Jason, he's
of
like
horror
he's
movies.
actually athletic. Like Michael just walks. You know.
but it's so menacing.
And Jason's
And it's just a tank.
Jason's backstory is like pretty fucked.
Yeah, and Jason could just fucking eat you.
Freddy Krueger is like, bro, you hop in dreams, like you're afraid to face him.
And he's
like,
a pedo. He's a pedo too.
All you gotta do is just not dream.
Oh, I hate Freddy Krueger actually because he was a pedo, and now he gets to terrorize people in their dreams. It's like he's a fucked up person, and he gets to be
He gets to still be more fucked up.
more fucked up
He
in
gets
the
to just
dream.
continue his
Like, why?
rap.
What is the fucking concept of that? It's like
Put an end to this guy.
At least, or the ring too. I hated the fucking ring.
What do you think, Justin? Who takes the match?
Non-biased opinion. Fuck it. I'm Freddy Krueger today, so Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
He's slicing and dicing.
Yep.
You know what? Actually, speaking of favorite movies and series, I can give you one right now that we're on the top of horror.
Go.
Saw. Saw is
Okay.
definitely my all-time favorite horror series.
Yeah, you
I'll
talk
give
about
you
a lot.
that
This guy needs mental
On
health.
horror movies, the
I'm
only
fucked up.
the only horror movie I liked and like I watched multiple times, maybe this was the only thing on Spike TV, 13 Ghosts.
Oh, I've seen that movie too. That movie was actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it was good.
I haven't seen it.
It's almost like scary, but like you want to keep watching more.
That's the one where they're like all held in like a prison cell down in like a basement, correct?
They're like in a glass house. or
Yes,
something.
it's like some sort of cell type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that. That shit scared the fuck out of me too.
Yeah, it was, and the ghosts are like fucking scary. They're not like no Casper.
I know, which is
I
surprising.
love Casper.
Casper the Ghost.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Sinister was a fucking terrifying movie,
I don't think I've seen that one.
dude. So just like the description of the movie, like if you just, like no spoilers. It's just that's what it is if you read it. Like he's a fucking crime writer. He used to be the shit. Now he's nothing. So for him to kind of write this new book, he fucking moves his family into this home, and you learn some shit about that home, but it's fucked up. It's like,
Wait, I think my friend Jose told me to watch this movie,
Yeah,
or he
and-
watched it before.
and I'm like, why the fuck would you do that, bro?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He definitely has, because I remember him telling me about
Yeah.
that too.
But that movie's because even if you take the jump scares and the other shit out of the movie, just the score, the way the vibe is, dude, it's scary. Like just the overall like feel of that movie, just the way he's investigating everything. It's like, yo, this is fucked up. You know?
I just remember another movie. I was like, I want my money back.
Huh.
Is it Paranormal Activity or what's the one where it's like
Insidious?
no they film it from
First person
like
view.
almost a house like house security.
Yeah, it's Paranormal Activity.
And it's like it's like
And I think they have like four
they
of them.
rip like a chick gets ripped from her bed
Yeah.
and it's like she's getting dragged
Yeah,
across
yeah,
the kitchen
yeah.
floor.
It's
Paranormal
Paranormal
Activity.
Activity.
I was pissed. I was like, this is still like they did good marketing for it, but I was pissed. Like my
Yeah.
expectations were high.
Are you
And
talking about the original one?
yes, the first one.
I thought the original was
That
good.
one was good. That one was scary as fuck for its time.
I thought it was super cheesy.
Yeah.
I could see that. Like
Especially
if-
when like the spoiler alert, this fucking dude, bro, his bitch is fucked up, and he fucking takes her back and stays in there. Nah, bro.
I know that.
I agree with you. Like, bro, I'm out that house. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you fucking.
They made like two more. They made like three of them, right?
Bro, there's
There's like
5 or
six.
6 or something
oh
like
yeah,
that.
I want my money back.
Yeah.
Times 6.
Mm.
Man, I gotta grab my phone because I gotta show a fucking. I gotta tell you about a scary movie that my friend Jose made me watch. Shout out Jose for this movie, but I want you guys to watch this movie, and I want people who are watching this to go look this movie up too, because this shit is fucking creepy as fuck.
Okay. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. So scary. Oh shit, my timbers.
It's Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. University.
No, deadass Monsters Inc. Like before I would like read into like conspiracy shit, I just thought it was a fun like kids movie. But if you actually look into the concept of it, it's fucking terrifying. And what's it called Doctor Sleep goes into it too. You know, with like adrenochrome and shit. You know.
I can't hear you trying to whisper it. I can't hear you whisper it. What's the movie?
So the movie that my friend and I watched, it's called Antrim. Have you guys ever heard of that movie?
I've heard of the name. Yeah,
I have not.
So apparently it's considered one of like the deadliest films ever made, because in 1988 the movie theater that was filming it in Budapest, it while it was filming it, the first time it was ever being premiered, the whole movie theater burned down. Like,
oh God.
And everybody in there died, which was 56 people.
Oh my
and
goodness.
There was really no like evidence as to how the fire even started in the theater. It's like it's still to this day unknown how it started. And then I believe like years later down the line they never filmed it again. But I think years later they filmed it somewhere randomly for like an anniversary. They wanted to refilm it at another theater.
You mean like showcase it, not film it?
Yeah, showcase it. That's what I mean.
Okay.
But the next theater that they did that, the same exact thing happened with that movie being
That's
filmed
crazy.
or being screened again.
Imagine if it's just some fucking asshole that was like an arsonist.
This just fucking killed everybody
That's
in there.
fucked up.
Or
man.
it could have been like the film that they filmed it on was just cursed.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is considered
So it is
like
it
the
is
most
paranormal
cursed
activity?
movie.
What's it
is
called?
paranormal,
It's
right?
called Antrim, but no, it's like, it's basically, I think, how many layers of hell are there? Is it 7? The 7 layers of hell?
Yeah, it's the 7.
So it's essentially just this little boy, and then his sister. The little boy finds like a book about like the 7 layers of hell, and he just gets like really engulfed in it, and they go out into a forest out in, I don't know where it takes place, like maybe like Australia or something like that. I'm not sure the exact area, but it's basically just this film following this little boy going out into the forest, like trying to find this place where the 7 layers of hell are, and throughout the film, they keep like digging into layers, and things from the book start to like come alive, and it goes through each layer of hell, and through every layer of hell, whatever is in those layers starts to come alive out into like the fucking forest. Because I don't know why these people were just like staying out in the forest. They're like not going back home. They're just literally just fucking staying out there experiencing.
You watched it though?
I watched it. It was mad fucking scary. But it's not one of those things where it's like pop-up scary. Like it doesn't have jump scares. It's just one of those movies where it's like there's just this creepy, like eerie vibe the entire time,
Right.
and you just never know what's coming. And then there's this one scene in the movie.
Bam!
Oh shit! That got me. No,
That was perfect.
That got me because my imagination was kicking in. I'm like, okay, let's see. I was
Gotcha. I had to. I was like, oh, this is a perfect.
that shit Loki got me because he's like at my blind side.
Yeah. He did it really loud too.
Did you say it in the mic too? Because I felt like
He did
it
it
was loud.
directly
Okay.
into the fucking mic. That was good.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
But no, there's just one scene in the movie where it cuts to like this screen of just. I don't want to spoil it because it's
Honestly,
like
don't even explain
it's
it.
literally the most
Yeah.
essential part of the movie.
Yeah.
But once you get there, it's just. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it goes on for like at least a minute long, and it is like the most unsettling, creepiest fucking thing I think I've ever seen in a movie. And it's like, you just don't know when it's gonna end.
Have you seen The Human Centipede?
No.
That is disturbing.
Okay, but that's more on the disturbing side. This is more on like just creepy.
I heard
Okay.
that a lot of like Korean and like foreign films are fucking really good in horror too. Like
The Koreans are crazy.
Well, because they just get fucking disgusting. Like
like it just in terms of the movie, like it's like the concept is scary, you know?
Well, yeah, they got some crazy shit going on there. But before we get off topic, if you have the balls to watch it, go watch Antrim. Easily one of the scariest movies I think I've ever watched in my life.
I will not have the balls.
I would
You can-
honestly
you can have
love to
my
play the
balls.
clip on this podcast, but we'd have to literally sit here for probably like 2 minutes just in dead silence.
Now let's watch the whole thing. Why would we watch
And the house would catch
clip?
on fire.
And the house would probably catch on fire. And it's crazy because I was so scared that my friend was saying apparently like there's this like little tall tale that goes around whenever you watch it that like something bad is gonna happen in your life.
I'm good.
Like it like curses you to an
That's
extent.
fucked
Hey,
up.
2024 just started. I'm on a good note.
Yo, what?
I'm over all that bad negative shit.
Everyone's like on their phone watching. Fuck
Exit
that
out.
shit. Fuck that shit.
But no, if you have the balls to do it, I recommend it.
And
I don't
let
think-
us
there's
know-
just nothing out there like it.
Let us know if your shit catches on fire. I'm curious.
Yeah, let us know if you die.
Where did you watch it? You just watched it at your crib?
We just watched it right here.
Okay.
And you know
watched
what's
it too? Okay.
you know what's fucked up too is
I'm
everybody
digressing.
fell asleep on me, so I was the only one watching it, and it was like 3 a.m. at night. I was like, bruh.
No, that happened with me and my cousins because we like all of the cousins gather around and we like watch scary movies together.
Yeah.
And like, bro, we watched this one movie with the tall grass. Like, it's like something like In the Tall Grass. Bro, like the concept was really cool, and then the movie just got fucking stupid. I'm like, man, fuck this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's one of the movies where I want my money back.
What's it
And I didn't even spend no money on it. It's In the Tall Grass or some shit like that. Cats. I watched that with like some girl.
Cats?
Like
the musical?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I heard that shit was horrible.
I just fell asleep on her thighs. I just like put my head there. I'm like, and then I'm like, turn this way. Like, so we were like kind of sitting this way.
Yeah.
And she was like turning her body to watch it. And I just like fell asleep in her lap.
He was trying to watch a different type of cat.
No, literally, I did. I fell asleep, and like one of her coworkers, because she like walked in, she's like, and then she's like, no, he's not doing nothing crazy. He's just sleeping on me. But everyone thought I was going like down on her or some shit.
I've watched one musical in my life, and
You seen The Greatest Showman?
no, that's the one with
Hugh
Wolverine
Jackman.
in it. Yeah.
High School Musical.
I think you're depressed ass need to watch that shit because it's like it's a very uplifting movie.
Bro, after watching is it Hamlet? That's like a very famous musical.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll ever watch a musical again.
Shit.
I think that was literally torture. And I'm sorry to my ex-girlfriend that I feel that way,
Fuck
but
her.
Facts.
Boom.
I wouldn't watch Les Mis or either. Like I heard that one's a classic.
Wait,
but I don't
hold
watch
on. Disney Channel, half of that shit are musicals.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a
Like,
real musical.
Musical
though.
adaptations.
like the
No,
musical theater
I'm
movies.
talking about like a literal like theater movie.
Yeah.
Like it's
Theater
literally
movie.
like a stage and they're doing like theatrical acts in the movie. Like it's like literally
Oh.
theater.
Okay.
But that's what I think it's Hamlet. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Yeah.
But it was the most miserable, I think, 3 hours of my entire life. I don't think I've ever wanted to not watch something ever in my existence.
Funny story. It wasn't Hamlet. It's Macbeth. I did an adaptation of Macbeth in high school.
What's Macbeth?
Macbeth is a story of. I'm pretty sure the original
What was that?
theater is Macbeth is like a Scottish warrior, and then like
Listen.
yeah, you asked me
You
about
can't you can't ask them to fucking explain something and then not even
you
listen.
You can't expect me not to look at something when we talking about fucking burning down the house and shit, and I hear a fucking sound down there. Talking about scary movies and
It's
shit.
probably Mona in her cage.
All right, well I'm just checking. I'm not gonna be that one guy where it's a scary movie and we're all fucking back turned and headphones in, slide. You know, I'm not that guy.
Bam.
I'm looking at the monitor. What's going on with it? Are you saying what?
So Macbeth, originally, I'm not sure the original. Basically, my adaptation, it was like space. Imagine, I think the original is a Scottish warrior trying to fight his brother for his love, and he goes to witches for like them to like. It's like a curse, but he gets power from these witches. And it's like bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. It's like a famous line from the original theater thing.
Yeah,
But I did an adaptation of that in high school. It was awesome.
was it a better adaptation of the original?
I think so. I was bad. I wasn't the lead, but I was the second. I was second in lead.
So you actually did it on a stage and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
badass.
I think being in the theater part of it is fun, but like
Have you been in? Have you done a theater?
I mean, I just think of things like whenever I was a kid, and I mean, I've gone to see the Book of Mormon. I've seen that live and in person, and that was really fun. Like I enjoyed that, but I think watching like a serious musical or a theatrical thing, it's just I don't know. You have to be really interested into that to actually like it. I feel like.
Let me ask you this. I think did you see the South Park episode? I don't know if it's the same Book of Mormon, but have you seen that South Park episode where it's like, let me ask you: is the Book of Mormon about where the dude looks into a hole and he like sees the answers?
No, I think it's.
Have you seen that South Park episode?
I don't think so.
I'm thinking the one where Eric Cartman turns into like a Christian singer or something.
The Christian rock band.
It's just like
I'm
about
thinking
a family, and the dude looks in a hole.
Person in
and
South Park is like emo. He's like, that kid is literally hardcore goth. I don't remember that episode's
his
name.
hair.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking of. It's like,
Is it when Butters turns goth?
I think so.
But no, the episode you're talking about, the Mormon. No, I don't think I've seen that. But it's not based off of that because the Book of Mormon is from the creators of South Park. It's just them with their own take on a musical. It's like a comedy musical, but it's just basically about like a Mormon mission, just kind of turned into like a comedy.
I watched the musical theater show at like Faith Lutheran. I think it was like some real professional theater actors, and then a few like people from like UNLV. So like it was like people alumni from that school, so that's why they had it there. And it was fucking funny. I was expecting to be bored as fuck, but I had a blast, honestly. So I mean, they killed it, and like the way they like changed in between sets, like it was fast.
It's really funny, and I think going to see it in person, like I said, is a lot more interesting than watching it on like
screen.
Yeah, on screen. Like I feel like it's just a way different experience.
More interactive.
Yeah, that's how I feel about like concerts too. Like I feel like if you're gonna go watch a musical performance, you might as well. I feel like you might as well go see it in person rather than just watching it on TV. I feel like it's completely different.
Like looking at what's called your favorite artist Yeet on the YouTube is different than watching him live.
You can zoom in person.
Yeah.
Not over the fucking computer screen.
But don't look at the people recording because you'll get mad.
Oh, I'll be pissed.
Stop fucking recording, you piece of shit. Be in the moment.
What's up, Justin? You got any films you're like, give me my fucking money back?
Nope. I don't spend money on film.
He's like, I saved my money from the jump.
Yep. I don't spend money on them, so.
They spend money on you.
Well, any movie that you're like, why the fuck did I just waste 2 hours of my life? Like Finding Nemo 2.
Finding Dory.
Oh yeah, Finding Dory.
That sounds like personal.
Finding Dory. So.
That sounds like a personal fucking throw out.
I was a little upset with that one. I expected more. That's all expectations.
I don't know. I usually like if it's a shit movie, I'll just turn it off. So I won't remember it. I don't even remember the good movies, so I can't remember the shit ones.
No, honestly, there's a few foreign films that my mom picked out and we were watching. I was like, no, that's not good. And there's a few, just questionable Netflix movies.
Yeah.
But I can't remember too many names.
Netflix is mad hit or miss.
Actually, I just thought about this one, but it's probably one that you guys would never even know because I don't even know if it was like a big movie at all. But I remember being on vacation with my friend Demetrius and then Kyle and Ethan, my brothers, and we watched this movie. It's called The Wall.
Oh,
it's like some army
I've
movie.
seen that shit.
Bro, that shit is so
that shit pissed me off, bro.
They're
that
literally
shit
at
pissed
a
me off.
wall the entire time, and the whole movie is a concept of this fucking
camper. He's a camper with
sniper,
a hard scoping,
and he's just there. And then the other guy's like talking to him how he's gonna shoot him or some shit.
Dude, this motherfucker's just fucking talking shit. Like, oh, you're on my land. Like, and he's just hard scoping, camping in the fucking in the garbage, bro. Like on some bullshit,
bro.
Oh my god.
And then they're just at this fucking wall.
And John Cena is there too. And
John Cena.
Shit was so ass, man.
I mean, I guess the concept is cool. Just it's more of like a mentality thing or like a moral thing, right? But it's not necessarily the action. But yeah, it's pretty fucking boring.
If anyone out there likes The Wall, I'm sorry.
You can watch the whole movie.
You're fucking insane.
You can watch the whole thing on TikTok, and you don't have to waste your whole time watching that movie.
Or just go stare at a wall, and it'll be the same fucking thing.
But just imagine there's a camper like behind the wall, and he's talking shit to you on the mic. That's literally what it is. It's like MW2 with the shitty mics and like the guy's hard scope.
Like proximity chat, pretty much.
Yeah, and like you're at 24 kills and you want to get the tactical nuke, and then there's a guy like waiting for you to go on both sides of the wall.
The bridge on fucking Rundown. You're like waiting at that bridge, just like gonna fucking
just
peek
army
it.
crawling the whole time, but you can't go this way, you can't go
in the
way.
fucking tall grass and shit.
And no one's running by to come get your 25th kill. You have to run to the other side of the map.
Yep.
But some dipshits just
hard scoping with a fucking thermal 50 cal.
Why are you here, brother? Brother, why are you here, my friend? Why are you here by this wall? I will kill you.
Boys playing Border Patrol.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was stupid. But yeah, I agree with you. That movie's pretty fucking stupid.
Well, I think we should end it off here. But I think,
yeah, all the stupid wall.
I
put a fucking wall up right now.
Trump 2024.
Oh God.
Fucking walls.
Nah, I think on a good note we should end on is I think everyone should give a good movie recommendation for either us or the viewers to watch. I feel like that would be a very cool thing to do. And if they do watch it, maybe they can interact with us in the comments and let us know what they think about it. Or they can hate on it and debate it with me.
Are we doing like all-time like feel-good movie, or are we doing like
You know what?
You should watch like personal, like
I think we should do movies that aren't very
mainstream.
Like a movie that like maybe a lot of people haven't seen.
Like there's something not on Netflix.
It could be that, yeah. I mean, well, you're gonna have to like give them a movie recommendation where they could actually find it and watch it. You know what I mean?
Shit.
I don't think you don't have to give a rundown either. I think you should just go based off of the name and then like maybe like the small description of it.
Well, I mean, if we're only narrowing down to something that's not popular, then I mean, I got a few, I guess. But to me, like must-watch movies is fucking Inception. That's my favorite movie of all time, and I took a while to watch Interstellar. Like I think
Those are like
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, those are like super mainstream.
they're super mainstream.
Interstellar is
but
good
you,
though.
But you need to
Definitely
fucking watch
that.
those movies.
Interstellar is
It's
good.
Like not even just the movie itself, the score, the cinematography, everything.
Did you guys see Arrival?
I did watch Arrival. That's a good one.
What do you think? I had mixed feelings. It was slow but good.
The pacing's a little much, but I mean, I think that's a really cool concept of like how would we communicate with a fucking species
Yeah.
if we don't
We're just gonna go for another hour talking about
Literally.
the movie.
where it's like I don't
Recommendations only, guys. Come on.
All right.
Okay.
Arrival's cool, yeah.
You guys take your recommendations because I'm thinking about mine.
My recommendation, I just thought about it like 5 minutes ago, but I would say The Northman. I think The Northman is a amazing movie that kind of went unnoticed in theaters a long time ago, and it's basically just like about Nordic Vikings and this guy where his fucking
Yeah, my uncles and my cousins really like that movie.
sorry, I'm just trying to like read the description to give like a
Ooh, I got a good,
good
one.
synopsis of it. But it's based off like Norse mythology.
Okay.
It's like this Viking guy that he's kind of like he sees his fucking family die and he wants to like go revenge this guy, and it shows like his build up coming from like a child to like a man, and then ultimately like I don't know, kind of I'm not gonna spoil the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. But it's a good movie. Watch that movie, The Northman. Very underrated movie. If you like Vikings and like Norse mythology and thrillers and fucking I don't know,
Okay.
coming of age.
Underrated one and not really known. Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. That's a good one.
That is fucking so.
That is not mainstream, no? Is that?
I feel like it is.
I
It's
mean-
Mark Wahlberg.
But I mean, it went hella unnoticed in terms of like war movies, you know?
Is it
You don't put it up. You don't put it up there with. You don't put it up there with.
Saving Private Ryan.
Or yeah, like that. It's kind of like a.
Hey, it's your recommendation. I ain't trying to
Do
hate
you remember
on
what
it. I
Shooter
respect-
was? Do you remember the movie?
I thought is it him in like New York and he's on a building?
No. No, that's not it.
Oh, am I thinking Phone Booth?
It's
That was good.
Shooter. He is an ex-military sniper, and some shit goes down with an assassination.
I feel like isn't the cover like orange and it's like an orange scope and it's like orange tint?
I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe.
Or Man on a Ledge. I love that one. That one too.
Man on a Ledge.
Yeah.
What's that synopsis?
Dude, honestly, you can't really explain that movie without spoiling shit too.
Okay.
But it starts
Man
off,
on a Ledge.
It starts off with the police responding to a call with a man on a ledge, like thinking he's gonna commit suicide, and
Ooh.
and as the kind of talks to like get him to get off the ledge, like as that's going on, he basically the movie unfolds and you see different parts open up.
Oh, I might want to check out that one. You got one, Justin, or should I?
I saw you looking it
go?
up, yeah.
I don't have a movie, but recently I watched a series on Netflix that just came out this year, or not this year, last year. But it's called Beef. It's actually hella good.
Oh, yeah.
With
Stephen
that's with
Yeun.
Stephen Yeun.
Yeah,
yes,
you guys
Stephen
have
Yeun
seen
is
it
good.
or no?
I haven't seen it, but
I've seen parts of it,
know
but I
of
heard it was really good.
I've heard it was really good. Giselle B was like, "You should watch Beef. You'd love it." And I was like,
Beef.
I've heard it. I've heard it from a couple people. And I was like,
It's actually hella funny. And
I-
it's like has a good like just like a whole story is pretty good. The way it ties into each other.
I've just been not watching it because everyone's like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, "Oh, I'll judge for myself." But it's one that's been on my back burner.
It's based on like a relationship, right?
Well, it's like these two people have like a road rage incident, and then just after that, it's just like chaos unfolding between them two, like how this person's gonna get back at them and how they get back at each other. It's just I don't know how to explain it without spoiling anything. So
Okay.
So if you're like afraid of road rage,
no,
or
I'm
like
not afraid of road rage. It's just like these two people had a road rage incident, and like that road rage incident turned into them fucking beefing with each other like crazy throughout like a whole couple like incidents.
And they're just trying to get back at each other the entire time.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun.
It's actually hella funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I got two. I got one that might be mainstream, but it's really good, and I love this. I love the way the film is laid out and told with like 7 different stories that all interact.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Crash.
Okay.
Have you heard of that one?
I feel like
Give me a gist of what the description is. Because I think I've seen the title name. I
don't want to butcher it because there's so much going on in that movie, but it's so good, and there's quite notable characters in it.
Sandra Bullock.
Several connected stories about race, class, family, and gender in Los Angeles in aftermath of 9/11.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that.
And yeah, it's just random individuals interacting with one another in different instances, and in the end, all their stories intertwine some way, somehow. And it's about overcoming like diversity in like race and hate crimes, and like cops versus black people, and Indian versus Mexican, and like it's good. It's a good one to like recognize like we're all people. We're all here just to like live life.
Right.
Weren't you writing a fucking movie script based off of this?
But the train though.
Yeah.
World Train.
Yeah.
I am writing a script very similar, but instead of Los Angeles, it's on a train that's traveling the world.
Yeah.
Copyright, patent, whatever you want to call it.
Don't Palworld his shit.
Yeah, I got it.
Motherfuckers.
I got it. That shit. Yeah. So Crash, really good movie. I recommend. I feel like that one might be kind of mainstream. It's a little older. I think that was let's see, 2004, 2004.
Okay.
And one that's less mainstream that I saw in my English class in high school, it's called Sin Nombre.
Sin Nombre.
Sin Nombre. Los Salvatruches.
Oh, you were telling me about this one.
Yeah, it's about the MS-13 gang group and how an individual tries to escape that life via train and try to go through the United States. And then there's a love, and it's about lost love. And great movie. Thug, crime, syndicate trying to look for a better life. Yeah.
I gotta watch that one
Sin Nombre.
just because I like Narcos. I have to watch that one.
Yeah. And MS-13 is like the most notorious, violent, dangerous gang in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like FBI's top 10 most wanted gang. So yeah, Sin Nombre, good.
So yeah,
They use actual members.
Damn.
really?
As a cast, yeah. There's a few.
They agreed to do it?
I was about to say agreed.
I don't know.
After the fucking movie, they all get cut.
I don't know how, but there are individuals in the movie that are legit MS-13 members.
Probably masked and shit.
No, because they have the tattoos.
What the fuck?
They're
okay.
They're legit,
That's kind of cool though.
and they're like,
So it's like some real shit.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
real shit.
That
How would you
real
how would you not be able to incriminate them? Then.
because they're already incriminated. They're already in jail.
Oh, so
They were already.
So they kind of like, hey, like you want some time off your sentence? That shit?
No, not time off the sentence. Like, hey, while you're on sentence,
You're gonna comply with us, motherfucker. You better tell us all this shit.
I'm
or-
not sure how the producer finagled all
You
that.
work that out.
Props to
front of
him.
the
I'll give you
camera,
steak or some shit. I can't get your sentence down, but you can have a skirt steak.
I got a skirt steak waiting for me. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Anyways,
no,
Got a
starving
party
too.
pizza.
recommendations. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode about movies.
Haters.
Haters.
Hating on
on video games.
Hating on Disney Channel.
Hating on Disney Channel. Listen,
just favorite shows and movies and kind of a fun episode. Take a little break from like a lot of the mature shit we've been kind of going through, because you know you kind of talk about a lot of mature things. You dig yourself into that rut and you stay there. So you know sometimes you need to kind of entertain ourselves, get a little riled up, and
We got riled
get a little
up.
fun,
Yeah,
a little fun episode. You
I had a
know?
little pent up anger I had to get out.
Right.
So
But
And it was kind of funny because I feel like we both were like the very kind of just like energy was down for me and him. Like as far as when you first got here.
I was mad down.
I was down too, but now we were the most problem.
I know, right?
But yeah, just a little fun episode for you guys. We'll see what we do next week.
I think at the end of the day, the message you should take from this episode is it's okay to hate. Just don't be a fucking asshole when it
Don't
comes to
be a
hating.
fucking
Don't
cancer.
wait. Hold on. It's not okay to hate.
It's okay.
Give love
Listen.
and take love.
The way I should say it is it's okay to have differing opinions and to
Agree to
indulge in those differing opinions, but do it at least with some respect.
Don't spread hate for the sake of spreading hate.
I like that more than it's okay to hate.
Keep your hating to yourself because no one gives a fuck about
That
it.
is true.
Ooh, there you go.
That's yes sir. Yes sir.
Quote of the night, right there. Word of the day.
Quote of the night.
Word of the day.
Ambitious.
Haters hate daily.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Follow
He
your
is the
dreams,
word of the
watch
day.
more movies, and learn a thing or two.
But yeah, this was episode 8 of Gamiac Convos. We
Oh
actually
yeah.
Gamiac
come up with a
Convos.
name at this point.
Right.
I think we're gonna stick to it.
Next week we go break down the origins
The
of
deep
how
down
we got
lore.
the name type shit.
We'll see. We'll see if it gets there.
Yeah. Just make sure you order combo number 2, Gamiac Convos.
All right.
8 toast.
Plus 8 toast.
Peace
Peace out.
Muhehe.